us to Upperman High School. Your contest between East Nashville Lady Eagles and your Upperman Lady. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the District Lady Eagles. Starting at guard, senior, number 14, Upperman. Guard, senior, number 21, Kennedy Thorpe. Forward, freshman, number 23, Ramsey Gordon. Forward, senior, number 32, Maya McGee. And guard, senior, number 33, Trinity McGee.
Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman football on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's
Nashville, number 33, Trinity McGee. Fouls on Upperman. Second side. Her first. Team second. The game brings you Swim and Willis. That's good. Number 24, T.B. Carson. Fouls on number 5, Willis. Fouls on number 24, T.T. Carson. Her first. Team 30.
Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses. Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner.
Nine to 4, Upperman with the lead in the basketball after one. Apologies for no commentary in the first quarter, but we are here now. Shout out to the lovely Madison McKay for producing things for us here today. She got us started. I'm here. Jacob will be here shortly. 3 seconds in the key called against the Lady Bees. But they have a solid lead over an undefeated East Nashville squad out of, you guessed it, East Nashville. Here's a drive inside. That one blocked, but her offensive board put back no again. Third chance, there's a foul. It'll be a trip to the line to shoot two upcoming here for East Nashville. And this will be Northern to the line. We have McGee with all 5 points scored by them in this one. We're live on the UCR Facebook page and YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us as I get my bearings, and you all get yours as well. First free throw is no good. East Nashville, they are undefeated. They were a state tournament team from a year ago, albeit there is the potential that they're not the strongest undefeated team in the world, but they are good and tall, and that has given Upperman some problems this year. Lady Bees coming off that dramatic double overtime victory a day ago over Blackman, hoping that jump-started their season. 6-3 right now. Handoff, here's Gracie Butler. That is easy pickings for Gracie Butler. In off the glass for two. Gracie Butler with the lay. She has 4 points. We'll give you the full scoring after halftime as T.T. Carson steals this one. That has been the story of this game. Turnovers as Carson goes in, counted and one. T.T. Carson with the lay. What a start to the season this young lady's having. 6 points for Carson, and she will go to the line to try to complete a three-point play. Six already for Carson. Can't convert the free throw, though. Lady Bees missed a couple of those early on. Now a pass ahead as they're able to break the press for now. A drive inside. That shot contorted from Maggie from behind. No good. Rebound tipped down. Delenti has it. Tries to save it. That one punched into the air and out of bounds. Possession back to the Lady Bees. Leading 13-5 here over East Nashville. They'll have a few days away from the floor in the Sunshine State before returning in action in the BSN Holiday Classic, Christmas Classic, Thursday night. Or Thursday morning, actually, in Orlando. We'll be there for the action. Here's T.T. Carson. Gives off to Delenti. Delenti bounces to Maggie. Now Gracie. Gracie averaging 18 a night. Crosses over, picks up, left side, South. Sadie South hit the buzzer beater a night ago in double overtime. Layup inside off the feed from Delenti. Here's Maggie Butler, right wing side. Maggie hands off to Delenti. She's open, triggers it. Can't hit, long rebound. Can Sadie keep it in? She can. Nice play by Sadie South. Delenti, they sag off. Sends left side, Gracie Butler. Baseline drive, contorting runner, way too strong. Rebound down. Here's Thornton coming the other way. Thornton fires it across right side. That's how East Nashville makes their hay, out and running. Unable to convert that time as Carson able to wrestle it away. It's a great job by T.T. Carson. Now a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Delenti over to South. Wide open. Sadie South, no good. Long rebound down to East Nashville. A chance in a foot race now. South gets back in transition and allows the lay. And that's a smart play because she missed, and then a foul. Very smart by Sadie South, and it ends with a foul being called here on McGee. That's her first. And we're going to have a quick cash pawn timeout on the floor called here by East Nashville with 5:45 to go in the first half. Full timeout, we'll take it with them, 13-5, right here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
$5:45 to go. It's a quick cash pawn. Timeout on the floor. Let's handle some business. Tonight's broadcast is presented by our friends at Gentry's Power Equipment. The starting lineups that we couldn't get to, unfortunately, in the girls' game are presented by the South Willow Auto Clinic. Our pregame show is presented by our friends with the Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate. Our halftime show will be presented by Hiller. Our game is presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. Once again, we'll say them a few more times because we owe them that. Live on Facebook and YouTube. Happy to be along with you. Lady Bees basketball. Cassie Crouch gets over to Maggie Butler. Maggie hands off to Gracie. Gracie one-on-one, drives and kicks to Delenti. She lines up the three and hits. Taylor Delenti. And a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate three. Lady Bees look good early, out in front by 11. Pressure back on here. East Nashville has not handled it well. Trying to drive past Crouch, who stays right in front. Turnaround shot inside, too strong. Rebound down loose. Diving on the floor for it. Crouch has it. There's the tie-up, and the arrow belongs to East Nashville. Foul will be called here on the inbounds and a shot. I think they're going to get to Lenti for it. We'll wait and see. They do call on Taylor Delenti. That's her second personal. Team second. Lady Eagles at the line, shooting two. McGee at the line. First one is no good. McGee's second one on its way. That one is good. Rattles home. That was Talia McGee. Here's Crouch. One-on-one, drives and kicks out to South. Hands off Gracie Butler. Give and go. Gracie tried to fire across the paint to her sister Maggie. It was disrupted and stolen away by the Lady Eagles. Here they come in transition. Upperman picks them up. 2-3 zone look for the Lady Bees. Trying to solve it. Here's Thornton. She'll spin it over left side. This one grabbed by Upton. Upton gives off to McGee. Now they work it around right wing side. Upperman's 2-3 zone of doom, as I call it. Just 6 points allowed so far. Against an East Nashville team that can really fill it up. Mid-range jumper, no. Delenti with a rebound. A chance for the Lady Bees to push it ahead. Here comes Cassie Crouch. Crouch ahead to Gracie. Gracie back to Cassie Crouch. T.T. Carson at the table, about to check in at the next whistle. Maggie gives off to Gracie. Delenti off two screens. It's to set her up for this, but they called a moving screen on Crouch. That is her first. Third team foul against the Lady Bees. Now ahead, here they come, bouncing it off her leg, and that's out of bounds. Just an unforced error, again, caused by this in-your-face pressure, certainly, of the Lady Bees. Carson starts to drive. She'll kick to Delenti. Lady Bees out in front by 10. Handoff, here's Crouch. Back to Carson. Carson drives baseline, kicks to Crouch. Wide open. Right wing three, won't go up, back iron. Rebound punched out of play. And it'll be given to the Lady Bees. I'm not sure about that. I thought Delenti may have touched that last. The officials are going to talk about it. And they will overturn it. They'll get together and overturn it. Coach McWilliams not happy because the official closest to it did not say that. I thought it was off of the Lady Bees, to be fair. Pass ahead, here's McGee. Pressure from behind, she'll hand off to Thornton. Now back and forth right wing side. Nowhere to breathe for this zone defense. Little head fake, that's a travel. Wow, they called a foul on the floor. That was a travel and a half, but they called a foul first. T.T. Carson just picked up her second personal. Gracie Butler at the table to check in for. That was a travel. Way before contact. Bad call. Unfortunately, that's been routine the past few weeks. Most of the time out of the Upper Cumberland, though. Our guys do a pretty good job. Top of the circle, inside, little turnaround jumper in the mid-range. No, rebound down, Maggie Butler wins it. Lady Bees trying to stretch their lead. 16-6, 3 to play in the half. Delenti crosses and kicks to South. Extra feed Maggie. Maggie to Gracie. Gracie senses an opportunity. Kicks back to Lenti. Spacing got a little off there for the Lady Bees. Here's Maggie. Kicks over to the corner, South. Head fakes, now retreats. Trying to deny the ball to Crouch. South just works away. South flips back to Delenti instead. Now Crouch gets free. Thornton trying to closely guard the young sophomore. Backdoor cut South. Feed from Delenti. Puts it up. Had to contort. Too far underneath the basket. Going to be a tough finish. Doesn't go. Lady Eagles basketball here. Now a toss ahead. Euro inside. Gracie Butler started to take a charge and instead didn't fall down. If she did, she had a chance at it. It's going to be called a block instead. 2 free throws upcoming here. And they get the call on Maggie instead. Interesting. That's the first on Maggie. Maybe on the underside, as the first one for McGee's no good. East Nashville really struggling to shoot from the field and at the free throw line. 2:17 to go in half number one. Lady Bees stifling defense. Again, 16-6 against the undefeated East Nashville squad. Second one, no good, 0 for 2. Another rebound for Maggie Butler, averaging nearly 10 a night. Cassie ahead. There's South, back to Crouch. Over to Delenti. Right side, Crouch. Back to Delenti. Hands off Crouch. Right side, South, back to Crouch. Delenti tosses ahead Gracie. There's the cut, Cassie Crouch. Finger roll, good. Lady B basketball. Cassie Crouch with the lay. Upperman in front by 12. Trying to send a statement here before a little bit of a break. Here's Thornton. Thornton works off a screen. Nice screen set. That is a travel again, uncalled. Maggie Butler going to tip it to Gracie anyway. Transition opportunity for the Lady Bees. Gracie over to South. Back to Cassie Crouch. Crouch kicks to Delenti in rhythm. 4-3. Won't go. Could have broke the game open there. Instead, an opportunity for East Nashville. Minute 20 to go. Pass ahead to Sweat. Sweat weaves through traffic. Contested step back jumper is good. Thornton able to make it fall. Of all the shots that haven't gone, that one going is impressive, and a foul. Gracie Butler decisively takes, and it'll be foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Upton called for the personal as Bella Phi goes to the table to check in here. The unmatched Jacob Vincent is here as Gracie Butler converts the first free throw. Butler up to 7 points so far. Lady Bees continuing their stifling defense. 19-8, 1:05 to go. As Butler goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. 20-8 our score. Minute 5 to go in the second quarter. And now we're here. I'm Noah McKay. That's Jacob Vincent. Oh, it will be Jacob Vincent. Hang on, ready? I'm about to make magic happen. That's Jacob Vincent.
Hello.
There you are.
I got stuck behind somebody going 30 miles an hour on 70.
No, I went around that person.
Losing my mind.
Was it a silver van?
Yeah.
I went around that person. Don't ask me about it.
There was another one, by the way. They turned.
Unbelievable. 1 minute to go. Oh, I was going to lose it. I was going to be there for an hour and a half.
I had to call my wife to vent.
50 seconds to go in the half here. Lady Bees are playing great defense, Jacob.
I can see.
Against undefeated East Nashville, and now a reach as South got her hand in the cookie jar a little bit there. That'll be Sadie South's personal, her first. We're still catching up on some of the scoring and such. Thanks to the great Misty Nash for sending us the roster before the game started.
Yes.
That was
Absolutely.
clutch. It's the first free throw. East Nashville is really struggling everywhere on this floor right now, including at the free throw line. Thornton misses the first.
And then we talked about it with Upperman. Obviously, big win last night in overtime, able to get the job done. Game winner as well. And Taylor Delente having a great game and just needed to get into that win column for confidence sake. Don't want to drop to that fourth loss. And now you got to take on an undefeated East Nashville team. And obviously, a good showing so far here in the first half.
Next one up is good. You know, they have shown that they belonged with the state's best, but they hadn't beaten one yet. They finally did yesterday over one loss, Blackman in double overtime. And now, if they can win this game, big if, but if they can win this game, they get to 7-3 through 10 with the schedule they play. They'll have a lot of momentum going on the road to a Florida tournament that has one team that barely lost to IMG Academy in it.
Yeah.
Also has Jackson County in it.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting, interesting tournament. Upperman holding for the final look here. 20 seconds to go in the half. Crouch with it. They're calling that closely guarded. Not sure she realizes it. It's about to be 5 seconds. She finally works around. Kicks back to Delente. 10 seconds. Here's Crouch. Fires to Maggie. Handoff Gracie. Head of steam. Gracie B for two. Gracie Butler with the lay, and that brings us to the end of a dominant first half for the Upperman Lady Bees. After two, they lead 22-9. When we come back, we'll have a semblance of a halftime show right here. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care right where life happens.
Located at the end of Prosperity Drive on a quiet cul-de-sac in Prosperity Point, this home offers 2,964 finished square feet. Features include a split-bedroom plan, large open great room and dining room for gatherings and entertaining, spacious primary suite, generously sized guest bedrooms, partially finished basement with walkout access, and a two-tiered back deck overlooking the pool. Priced at $414,900. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 for more information. Turf Masters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home with a great location just off Highway 111 on the south side of Cookeville. This home has just over 2,000 square feet, a two-car garage, and beautiful hardwood flooring throughout. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when the you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookeville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCR Media Network. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman football on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Visit happyhiller.com to see how our friends at Hiller can help solve your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical problems today. It's happyhiller.com. Noah McKay joined by Jacob Vincent, the lovely Madison McKay, producing things for us. Lady Bees with a 22-9 lead. Jacob, a day ago, Upperman trailed by 9 in the second half against Blackman. They came back. They trailed by 5 in the second overtime against Blackman. Came back to win. We felt like that could be a seminal moment for this girls' basketball team. Very small sample size, but they have parlayed that success yesterday into a good first half today.
Yeah, it felt like one that they kind of needed to get done as well. Obviously, a close loss to the Kings Academy a few days ago on the road. Yes. And obviously, that still hurts the confidence-wise.
The loss at Lebanon.
The loss at Lebanon was a very close one as well.
The loss at Lebanon is totally different.
So they've had these couple of close losses to two very good basketball teams, just hadn't been able to get over the hump. Well, they're finally able to do so. And I think back to the Upperman baseball team a couple of years ago, and they're playing such a good schedule. They have a really good team, but they couldn't get the wins, and then it kind of hurts them in the postseason just because they didn't have the confidence there. And Coach Shanks has even talked about that at times. But that win yesterday, you get it on a game winner. Now you turn around, you're playing an undefeated East Nashville team, and an opportunity to get a win. You played very well in that first half, and then to roll that into a really good Florida tournament starting next week.
And important to stack some wins here for the Lady Bees. The Florida tournament, they've got a couple of winnable matchups, you think, down there, but there's a couple of really good teams in there as well. The Greenville tournament's unbelievable as always. They will likely play that Farmington team that beat them last year. That's unbelievable. And then win or lose, they're looking at playing a team the caliber of Bearden in the second round of that tournament. So building some confidence will be very important, and not to mention District 7 AAA play on the other side.
That's the other thing, is they're playing so many good teams before you get to 7 AAA. And then once you get to 7 AAA, here comes Sparta. Here comes Cumberland County. Here comes Stone Memorial this year. Livingston Academy played York Institute really close yesterday. It got away from them in the fourth quarter, but 7 AAA is just so solid this year, and you got to be on top of your game. So obviously Dana and Coach McWilliams on both sides, and Bobby as well, they always schedule tough before they get into district play to prepare them both for district play and then in the postseason as well. And they're doing a great job right now, and it starts here in the second half.
I'll tell you, the most highly anticipated game in this gym is not the Sparta game. It's not the Livingston game. It's when the Kings Academy comes to town. And the same night the girls play the Kings Academy, the boys play the Tennessee Heat. That's going to be a fun night.
Yeah.
South gives to Delenti. Revenge night for the Lady Bees and Bees. Here's Crouch. Lady basketball working right to left on your screen there in the home whites. That is a foul. And I have no clue why Thornton's arguing. That is a foul every day of the week and twice on Sundays. It'll be her first.
Yeah, can't get too much into the body there.
Maggie Butler to inbound here. 5 on the floor. The Butlers, South, Delenti, and Crouch. The sophomore point guard, Crouch, has it again from South. Ball up, now over to Maggie. Delenti pops off a screen, thought about the three, instead puts it on the hardwood. Activates to the baseline, now floats back. Back out Gracie Butler, over to Crouch. Crouch goes to work, one-on-one, drives and kicks. Maggie lines up the right wing three, no good. Rebound down to East Nashville. They need a spark here. Certainly still a long way to go, but they're going to have to start working on offense in a hurry if they want a chance. Working around, here's Upton. She drives inside, throws it up, no. Disrupted by Cassie Crouch. Maggie with the rebound. Now South running the floor, but the pass was tipped. Intercepted the other way by Thornton.
South doing a good job, though, to get back, trying to poke it from behind. And for East Nashville, he mentioned, trying to get the offense going. If you're throwing runners up from 14 feet, that's not a way to get the offense going against this Upperman defense. They're going to let you take that shot 10 times out of 10.
We saw them get a lot more into the 2-3 in the first half, and yesterday, as a foul will be called after a travel, they have gotten away with about 8 travels since I got here. Northern to the line to shoot 2 instead, as they'll call a personal on Maggie Butler.
And it's so tough going up against this Upperman defense, game in and game out anyways. And when you don't see this team, you don't know this team, it makes it even that much more difficult on the other side, being East Nashville offensively.
They've worked a lot on the man-to-man this year, knowing they're going to have to play it late in the season. But the zone is the zone.
Yeah.
It's the Dana McWilliams zone. And I think needing some wins here, we've seen a lot more of the zone out of the Lady Bees the past couple of games. Free throw shooting has been a disaster for East Nashville tonight. Another 0-for-2 trip.
Yeah, that's one way. When you're down by 13 points, you got to be able to knock down some free throws and try to get to the stripe, and just unable to do so.
Gracie Butler has it here. Gives to South. Now Delenti off a screen, left wing side. Taz works it right side, now floats back. Over to South, popped off a screen. Now back to Delenti. East Nashville doing a better job protecting those shooters, defending them off the screens away from the ball. Struggled a little bit in the first half with that as Crouch gives to South. Back to Crouch. There they go. Maggie, left side Gracie. Delenti, well, they lost her. Right on cue, Taylor Delenti won't go, though. Rebound down the other way to Thornton, rather.
I was going to say Maggie Butler had an open look as well, but obviously it's not within the rhythm of the offense for her, at least not at this point in the ball game. Delenti does get an open look, just unable to knock it down.
Tried to shoulder out of the way. Maggie Butler stays there. Rebound ricochets to Crouch. Now a full court feed to Gracie. Cassie gave everything she had on that pass. Body's hitting the hardwood behind the play. Crouch to South. Lines up the tray. No. Delenti with the rebound. Tries to get it back up. Fall away. That won't go. Rebound tipped. Crouch wins the race. There's Lady Eagles all over the place right now. Delenti for three. No. Lady Bees can't buy one. They could be up 20 right now, Jacob.
And they had 5-on-3 there for the longest time as well. A couple of shots that don't go. East Nashville just kind of jogging back in place and able to get a stop defensively somehow.
Left side in order. Now 5 minutes to go in the third. Taylor Delenti says, thanks for the gift. Merry Christmas. Going the other way. Here's Gracie Butler in transition. Gracie coast to coast. Good and one.
The defender just throwing her hands in the air, just didn't even have her head turned as Gracie Butler is racing to the basket. Reaches in at the last second, commits the foul, and Gracie Butler so good at doing that throughout her career and has continued to do so here in her senior season as T.T. Carson makes her way back in and gives Taylor Delenti a little bit of a rest.
Tyler McGee picks up the personal. Gracie Butler averaging 18 a night at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Converts the and one. She's got 13 in this one. Maybe. No, I lied.
11.
She's got 11. I was off by 2. Doing our best here. Now this one's stolen away after a steal back. In transition. Gracie Butler right there. Blocked, but a foul. Gracie Butler, she wears it on her face at all times. Going to be called for the personal. It's her first.
And I don't know if you've talked about this or not, but from a broadcaster's perspective, these East Nashville jerseys are horrendous.
Atrocious. Yeah, awful.
Red with gray numbers. Gray numbers are never the move.
They're always
by the way.
bad.
If you're a coach, never choose gray
Black,
numbers.
White.
Please give us high contrasting colors.
As the first free throw is no good.
Because I know that's what they're worried about when they're picking jerseys is for us to see. But
well, hey, you want the publicity.
there were some rough football jerseys this year.
My goodness.
Oh, man.
Abby Stone checking in to give Maggie Butler a break inside.
And those ones, obviously, you're a little further away. Here in basketball, you at least can still see, but.
East Nashville has made a free throw. Trinity McGee puts it through. First points of the quarter for them. Now a full court feed to Delenti. Delenti drives all the way inside, puts it up. No. Collision. Bodies everywhere. Carson has it on a knee. And a timeout. Dana McWilliams going to get the timeout.
She's saying, where's the foul?
A quick cash pawn timeout on the floor with 4:28 to go here in the third quarter. We do have a boys game to follow. It's going to be a fun one. Ty Cobb and the Bees against Memphis Business Academy. The Executives. State tournament team from a year ago in Class 2A. Now taking the trip here to Baxter. We have not seen them, though, in the gym yet. They may be in the auxiliary.
I did get a roster, actually.
With first and last names?
That's a tremendous question.
I just got a roster with last names.
Let me check my email real quick.
And I can't.
I got first and last names for you.
I can't even begin to imagine.
We can pronounce those.
Oh, yeah.
That's not too bad.
McChristian, maybe my favorite name we got up there. That's good.
Don't start.
It is a short fuse on this one. This could go off the rails tonight. The Saturday broadcasts are always fun. Inbound quick to Gracie Butler for the easy lay. Dana McWilliams got on the clipboard and drew up 2 points.
Yeah, and if you're East Nashville's defense, good luck. Coming out of a timeout, you might as well just give them the 2 points and go the other way and try to set up your offense.
Lady Bees in front by 17. East Nashville has 10 points through 2.5 quarters. Into the corner. They're undefeated. They are a state tournament contending team in their classification, and they have 10 points with 4:06 to go in the third.
I didn't want to be mean, but how?
Yeah, it's a great question.
Because you watch this team, and they do not look – and I realize, obviously, schedule has a lot to do with that, too. But they
went
do
to
not
state tournament a year ago and returned everybody.
Yeah. This
Pass
doesn't
over
look
right
like
wing
an
side.
undefeated team.
Horton has it. It's just all the Lady Bees, Jacob. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm sure that's a lot of it.
It is a big part of it. They're in the 2-3, and right now it's just perimeter passing, and Upperman content to let them do that till the cows come home. 3:43 to go.
Travel. Should have moved your feet.
Yeah, this broadcast is going to be interesting. A drive.
Why not?
And a foul. Why not indeed?
Some of the calls that were being made last night between Pickett County and Eagleville, I had to say it a few times, that crew was not ready for that type of ball game.
You weren't happy about it.
The inconsistency. No, it didn't. Ultimately, it didn't matter with the end of the ball game because Eagleville just went out and won it.
T.T. Carson called for her third foul. This shot inside, no good. The putback will go.
You can see East Nashville, they've got some good pieces out there. It just seems like the effort just drops off from play to play.
Trinity McGee with the lay. Upperman trying to break the press. Yeah, East Nashville, they're going to have a push. It has to start now. They're trying to ratchet up the intensity on defense. Carson gives to Stone. Stone hands off to Gracie. Gracie one-on-one, likes the matchup. Now she'll float back. Here we go. And two hands into the body, and Danny McWilliams said, please. And the official did grant the foul. Taylor McGee picks up her third. 2:55 to go in the third quarter. Maggie Butler back into the game. Abby Stone came in and gave her some good minutes off the bench to spell her. As Carson has a lane inside. T.T. Carson blocked out a play by McGee. Lost in the comeback yesterday was T.T. Carson. Upperman got turnover prone several times. She came in stabilized. She had 8 points getting inside, finishing. She's been very good and very consistent for the Lady Bees so far.
Yeah, has earned a lot more playing time this year and has been really, really solid coming off the bench, filling into that backup point guard spot.
Maggie Butler, right wing side, now gives to Gracie. Gracie off of Maggie's screen, floating back. One-on-one, underhand flips to Lenti. Now Maggie, left side South. South activates, kicks to Maggie. Over to Delenti. Back to Carson, 2.5 to play in the third. Carson again with a head of steam, bobbles, gathers. Needs an outlet, finds it. Maggie's wide open. Triggers the three, can't hit. Trying to find the stroke from long range. In transition, this is where East Nashville makes their hay. Runner up, no good. Offensive rebound. The putback is finally good. Trinity McGee has 5 in the quarter. That's all 5 East Nashville points, and it's a 13-point game again.
Yeah, and anytime you get it back, you're still down by 13. When you're taking on this Upperman team, it feels like so much more just because those possessions are at a premium when you're playing the Lady Bees.
Maggie, now Dolenti, backdoor cut, weaving through traffic, block. Nice defense inside and an opportunity for East Nashville, but T.T. Carson gets a hand in there. Loose ball, now it's on. Weaving through traffic, leads to an outlet. Shot up, counted and one. Tough foul. Maggie Butler picks up her third. This is Taylor McGee to the line, and now East Nashville has a little bit of life, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a really good sequence, and again, it came up, and a timeout's going to be taken here by the Lady Bees. They are going to turn it into a full
timeout, so we'll take it with them. 1:42 to go in the third quarter. It's 27-16. Lady Bees in front. Free throw upcoming. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee-Up is the Upper Cumberland's best indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. Want to know where you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. They also have plenty of other games to enjoy time with friends. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee-Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
$1:42 to go in the third quarter. Upperman's lead has been dropped to 11, could be 10, as McGee is about to go to the line to try to complete a 3-point play.
And this stretch that East Nashville has been on for these last couple of minutes has been so solid. And where's this team been at for the first part of the ball game? Really, that first half of the ball game, they've gotten it back with now in 11 points, a chance to make it 10, and you're having an opportunity here in the next couple of minutes to maybe make it single digits and at least just give yourself a little bit of life to try to get back into the ball game.
You can see the athleticism that they have, but Upperman's been able to stifle them for the large part of this game. Best burst so far for them as the free throw, not even close. And that I think when you say how are they undefeated,
yeah.
I mean, if you can't make your free throws, how do you win? And not just a poor night. They can't make any of them.
And they don't look good either. You can tell when a team shoots free throws well. Like Eagleville last night, they were 4 of 15 at one point. It's like, how are they missing this many?
Right.
And East Nashville, they just don't look good when they're shooting them.
Crouch, hands off to South. Now Delenti. Tosses to Maggie. Lady Bees need a bucket. They've gone cold here. Haven't got a lot of good looks. Back out Crouch. Right side South. 1:05 to go. Now Crouch, new play call in from Dana McWilliams. Maggie waits, hands off to Gracie. Little hezzy and kick, wide open, Sadie South. There it is. Asanya Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Sadie South.
That was a really good pass from Butler as well on the way out. Right into the pocket for South, who's able to go straight up into her shot and knock it down.
They've been setting that up all day with her driving all the way inside, which Gracie Butler loves to do. And another foul is called. They're punishing good defense right now, Jacob.
What's Cassie Crouch supposed to do right there?
They call Cassie Crouch for a second. This is going to be 2 free throws that they've hit the
bonus. She didn't move.
You have a right to go for a trap. And if the player decides
to
bump into you, that's on her. Thornton to the line to shoot 2. I mean, this is crazy. They got to be allowed to play defense. That's not a foul.
No.
It's not even close to one. First free throw is good. Thornton.
That was the best looking free throw we've seen.
Well, she's now 2 for 3 at the line.
All right.
Lady Bees in front by 13. Next one for Thornton. On its way. It's good. 2 for 2.
Don't foul her.
No.
She can hit them.
Well, I mean, they didn't foul her last time either. But
that's a good point.
I digress. Here's Gracie driving through traffic. Gracie over to Maggie. Upperman probably going to hold for the final look here. 34 seconds to go. Blackman decided to do this, but with 2.5 minutes to go yesterday, and it was a big old mistake. Crouch, backdoor cut to Lenti, but it was well read. McGee gets back to steal it. Opportunity for the Lady Eagles, but an errant pass out of play. It'll go to Upperman.
And you can see the flashes I mentioned. How is this team undefeated? You can see the athleticism. You can see the length and the speed that they have. You can see how they can get there, but then they make plays like that as well. And so it just kind of hurts them a little too much. And if they get too far behind, it makes it difficult to get back into it.
Crouch sends right side for Gracie Butler. Delenti, 10 seconds for Taylor Delenti. Looking back door. Gracie Butler, what a feed. The shot won't go. McGee with a rebound. 3 seconds. McGee weaving through traffic. 1, throws up the runner and banked it in. 2 or 3? 2. It counts. Runner from a mile away. They call it a 2. It is a 2, and it will count. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. 30-20 our score. This is Upperman Basketball, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
At the Quality Family, we believe care isn't just a service, it's a promise.
Whether you're bouncing back from surgery, navigating a serious illness, or need essential equipment to stay independent,
we provide skilled home health, compassionate hospice, and reliable DME services right where you need them most. At home.
Covering communities in Kentucky and Tennessee, we're in your corner.
The Quality Family. Trusted care, right where life happens.
East Nashville with a quick turnover here early on. Gracie Butler, coast to coast, good for 2. 15 for Gracie B.
Yeah, she's just so good when able to get it in the transition. Wow, she just got shoved to the ground as well. No call.
We have officials on another planet in this game right now. Pass right side, now a baseline feed. Back out top of the circle. 7:40 to go. Lady Bees lead by 12. They got to know East Nashville's going to try to do what they did to Blackman a day ago, which is erase a sizable fourth quarter deficit and a sizable double overtime deficit. Crouch fights over 2 screens, stays in front. Now a pass over, nearly swiped, contorting jumper, nowhere close. Gracie with a rebound.
And that's what Upperman's defense has to do. Force them into jump shots. They can take you inside.
Gracie Butler senses an opportunity, drives all the way, but couldn't get the lay to go. Good look. Upperman could be up by a lot more right now. Now a drive inside, a shot thrown up, and a foul. This is going to be a big call. It's on Crouch, it's her 3rd. If it's on Maggie Butler, which it is her 4th. 4th on Maggie. 2 free throws upcoming here for Taylor McGee. And when you talk about the size of this East Nashville team, they need Maggie Butler on the floor, but she's about to be forced off.
Yeah, Abby Stone probably going to be coming on. Well, they'll bring on TT Carson, so you're going to get a little bit smaller here as Butler is going to have to come off. And there's a good free throw for East Nashville. Again, that's one way they can get back into it. They've got the size, especially as a 2A team. They've got a lot of size, able to use that to their advantage, driving to the basket. So you got to really cut off those driving lanes and try to force them into some jump shots.
Next up, the Bees take on Memphis Business here in Baxter. After about a 15-minute intermission, we'll have all the action for you. Hope you'll join us. And another missed free throw. Pops out, Delenti with a rebound. Press being shown here by East Nashville. They're a little bit frustrated, talking to each other as Gracie sends over to TT Carson. Back to Gracie Butler. South off a couple of screens. Wide open. I mean, Upperman just can't buy a shot right now and still up by 11.
Yeah, they're getting open looks.
Now a drive, bump, shot up, no good. Delenti certainly committed that one. That's her 3rd, and 2 free throws upcoming again here for East Nashville. As it'll be a trip this time for Trinity McGee.
And McGee did a good job there, kind of leaning into that contact, realizing that Delenti was a little late getting over there in time, so she knew she was going to get contacted, able to draw the foul and earn another trip to the line.
McGee at the stripe. I mean,
what is this basketball they're playing with? Is that the normal Evo?
I think it's Evo.
I think it is, but they have,
it,
yeah. Interesting.
The first free throw was not
Do the
close.
Lady Bees have a golden one?
Sounds about right.
That's pretty sweet.
It is a sweet-looking ball. I mean, not even close. Gracie Butler boxed out till the cows came home on that one. She pushed her into the grandstands. Crouch fires it ahead to Delenti. Lady Bees out of spacing a little bit here. Crouch gets it across the half-court line over to TT Carson. Carson back to Crouch. Upperman out in front by 11. Sadie South looked away. Crouch threw the pass. Turnover the other way. Sloppy.
Yeah, and it's kind of looking like a game where you just won a double overtime thriller late last night, and now you got to turn around and play another basketball game against another good team, and both sides have struggled to play clean.
In a game, as this is a quick cash pawn timeout where there's not a lot of energy in the building.
Yeah.
It's Saturday. If you're Upperman, at 6 a.m. you're going to Orlando. You're piling into a bunch of cars and you're going to Disney World tomorrow. I mean, you're 15 years old and in 12 hours you're going to Disney World.
Yeah, your focus is probably a little bit
elsewhere. You're trying to stay locked in here and get out of here with a big win. It would be a big win, but in this moment, there's a lot of places your mind could be that's not on necessarily the next play of this game.
And that's probably where the timeout is. And, hey, that's where I'm at. I'm thinking about my bed right now, going to sleep.
I'm thinking about Orlando, Florida.
Oh,
I'm playing about golf. I got to get better.
Well,
Chad Crouch is going to eat my lunch this week, man.
It's going to be in the 60s.
I see him over there. I told his wife to slip him like something that tightens your muscles up a little bit. Just put a sleeping pill in his coffee in the morning. I need some help. That pass tipped by Delenti. It's a loose ball. East Nashville has it. Now a drive inside. Right-hand shot popped out. No. Offensive rebound. Put back. No. Neither team can buy a shot, and there is a foul. See if they get Delenti or Carson here. If it's Carson, it's her 4th. Big call, but it was a foul as Taylor McGee goes to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, how many free throws have they shot in this game, especially here in the second half? They just have shot a ton, but haven't hit enough to really make a difference. Still down by 11 right now.
It was TT Carson with her 4. So both Carson and Maggie Butler. I mean, there's not a chance of these free throws going through, Jacob. I mean, it is not good.
When they're rolling down the front side of the iron, that's not great.
Maggie Butler with 4 fouls back at the table. She's about to check in on a potential make. That one looked much better as it was good. Taylor McGee up to 5 points. Upperman's lead is 10. Bella Fye into the game. She's been playing really well. Fires that one as it's knocked out of play. Stays with Upperman.
And here's where, for Coach McWilliams, you just want to see some people out here who are going to be playing hard, giving you effort, taking good care of the basketball. And if you can take care of the basketball, you're going to win this game, especially up by 10 points right now, the way you can play defense.
And the turnovers have been the biggest problem for Upperman, besides missing layups, but you think that could correct itself. East Nashville wants to travel, which is Rich. 5 sends over left side to Gracie Butler. Gracie gives to 5. 5 to Maggie. Maggie waits. Gracie comes to gather. Gracie, little jump step over to Delenti. Open 3. Popped out.
My goodness.
Rebound knocked out of play. It should be Lady B ball. Why not? It's not going to be. East Nashville basketball.
So many open looks, and they're good looks as well. Normally, Delenti and South are able to knock them down on command and just unable to find them so far today.
They could be up 25 points right now. Pass over to the right side. Fortunate for East Nashville that Upperman is not, and now out of bounds. South got in the way of Upton, dribbled on the line, possession back to the Lady Bees as Crouch checks back in here for 5.
It's a really good job by Sadie South. Been really impressed with her defensively here in this one, especially there in that full court pressure. Able to cut off and use that sideline as that other defender, and it works to be a turnover.
Crouch sends to Butler. Maggie hands off Gracie with a head of steam. Kicks again into the corner. Delenti. Maggie now over to Crouch. Delenti flashes to the basket and instead gives back to Gracie Butler. 5:20 to go in the ballgame. Gracie activates with a drive. Baseline, hacked and fouled. This one's going to go on Northern. That's her second. And really, nobody in foul trouble at all for East Nashville. Taylor McGee has 3. Nobody else with more than 2. Gracie Butler to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, really nice job by Butler again, getting to the basket, drawing the contact, see if she can cash in for a couple of free throws.
First one is good for Gracie Butler. Far and away, the game's leader with 16 points. The Johnson University commit flies away the next and hits. 2 for 2. 17 for Gracie B. 12-point Upperman lead. Can they finally put it away? Dangerous pass ahead. The press creating problems. But nice passing here for East Nashville. Shot way too strong. Offensive rebound. Turnaround putback is good. Northern with the lay. She's got 7. It's back to a 10-point gap. 4:54 to go.
That's one where you're expecting a little bit of contact. You don't get any of it and miss it so badly because of it.
And now Gracie got hit hard and fouled. After the touch pass from Maggie Butler. McGee, this is big. It's her fourth. Taylor McGee now is into foul trouble. That is the second team foul against East Nashville, who has to ratchet it up and force some turnovers if they want a chance here on the road. Gracie.
You got to go right at McGee here.
You do.
Because they have a sub at the scorer's table. They weren't able to get there quick enough to get her in.
Gracie back to Crouch. 4:39 to go. Crouch. Defender right there in front. Crouch goes to work now. Hands off South. Back to Gracie. Left side to Lenti. Gracie. Off a screen. Back to Cassie Crouch. Crouch activates baseline. Slams the break. Spins back to Gracie. Tick, 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 tick. Hand off. Crouch. Crouch now fires it underneath over to Gracie. Looking back door. What a play. Crouch. Good. Count it in 1. Cassie Crouch with a great finish on the foul. The foul is on Northern. That is her third, team's third, and Crouch to the line to try to complete a big three-point play.
It's just such a beautiful play call there for the Lady Bees. Able to get it to Crouch on the backside, cutting to the basket. How about the finish as well? You take the contact, you finish with the left hand. Really nice job.
Young sophomore playing a good game tonight, and she converts the free throw. 5 points for her. Lady Bees in front by 13, trying to finally put away the undefeated Lady Eagles tonight. Dangerous pass again. Finds the target, McGee. She gives off to Thornton. Upperman into the 2-3 of doom. Left side it goes, Upton. Back McGee. Swings it over right side, Thornton. Top of the circle, intercepted. Gracie Butler picked it off the whole right. Now it's a foot race. Gracie shrugs off contact, puts it up. It won't go, but there's the call. Upton called for her third, and Gracie Butler back to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
Just read it so well on the defensive side. Steps in front of the pass. Looked like they were passing her the ball. She's able to push it out in front and take it to the other side. And 2 more free throws coming here for Gracie Butler.
First one, hit every part of the rim and then bounced out, no good.
The Heisman ceremony, they're going to use their full hour. This is ridiculous.
You seem to have a vested interest in that.
About to turn it over and watch Indiana, Kentucky. I don't know if I want to do that, but not that I'm not paying attention.
Gracie's next one is good. Why would you think that? Why would anybody think that about it? 18 for Gracie Butler tonight. Lady Bees in front by 14 points.
She was
Nashville,
not established.
Not even close. I'm glad you said something because I was thinking it too. Thornton sends left side, now back out to Sweat. Around Thornton. Lady Bees just jumping around a little bit every time they go to make a pass, trying to make them think about it again.
Well, the Lady Bees been able to extend that lead a little bit now, so you can settle back into that zone and just really slow this game down. East Nashville, they got to go quickly here with just 3:09 to go.
This is an East Nashville team that was explosive in their first games of the season. They have 24 points right now with 3 minutes to go.
That's what Upperman can do to you, really bog you down.
McGee, flip pass over to Sweat.
And they don't want to shoot from outside at all.
Now a drive inside, right-hand shot, not even close. Rebound, Maggie Butler. Upperman trying to ice it away. Here comes Crouch ahead with a ton of speed. Crouch, underhand flips to Delenti. Back to Gracie. One-on-one. Gracie Butler off the glass, too strong. Rebound down. Here comes East Nashville. Bobbling it all the way down the floor.
That's a double dribble.
Thornton has it. Thornton sends right side McGee. McGee bounces to Sweat. Back to, if you're Upperman, just sit here in this zone and make them shoot a three.
If they're not going to go quick, down 14, why not?
Thornton has it.
I mean, they've run a whole minute off the clock and taken one shot and was wildly off the glass.
Now a drive into the low block, right-hand lay, won't go. Rebound tipped up into the air, grabbed by the Lady Eagles, and they'll reverse back out. 2 minutes to go. Lady Bees out in front by 14, looking for another big victory. Would be a great back-to-back night for Upperman. Now a drive. South stays in front. Send over right side. This possession has taken forever, and it's going to end. Maybe. Nope. Ricochet's now gathered. Shot off the side of the backboard. Delenti with the rebound. Now Delenti, coast to coast. Picks up. Back to Gracie. Gracie, pull-up jumper in the mid-range. Banked it in. Good for two, and we're done.
You think she was trying to do that?
She likes to crank it off the backboard sometimes.
It looked like she was trying to do it.
I'm teaching the young kids, go ahead.
Throw it off
Use
the
square.
Yeah.
That's why it's there. They didn't just draw the square for no reason. Here's a right-hand shot up. No good. Offensive rebound. Put back further away. No. Another chance. Shot up. No. Rebound loose. Crouch comes away. Here's Cassie Crouch showing off her wheels. Crouch reverses floor. Won't go. Rebound down and a foul. Delenti with the hold. That's her fourth. Team's fourth.
Well, this has been a nice job by the Lady Bees. That was getting a little bit out of sorts there. Able to call the timeout was Coach McWilliams, and now you're able to wrangle it back in. You're up by 16, and this is about where it probably should be. And we talked about it. Even Upperman, they've missed quite a few shots that they probably could have made and made this a bigger lead than what it is. But still, going to be a big win, a good win against East Nashville, and you're going to be going to Florida on a high note now with 2 wins in the last couple of days.
They beat one lost Blackman. Now they're going to be undefeated East Nashville and get to go ride some roller coasters. That shot's up, no good. Rebound loose, still loose. Diving on the floor for it. East Nashville comes away. Euros into Maggie Butler, who just stands there like a brick wall, out of bounds, and it goes to the Lady Bees with 39.3 seconds to go.
So you can dribble this one out and try to
inbound here, Delenti. Still pressing is East Nashville. Crouch fires it ahead to South. South fires across to Abby Stone, who puts it up. Icing on the cake for Abby Stone. 18-point Lady Bee advantage. This is going to be a very good win for them tonight. Across the timeline, now a pass fired out of play. Another turnover, 12.4. If East Nashville backs off, Upperman would likely hold for the final shot. They keep pressing, you're going to keep scoring. It's pretty much that simple. 12 seconds left. This should be it. Crouch will walk it up. She has to cross the timeline with it. And she will. That will do it. Strong win for the Lady Bees tonight. Their second straight. They knock off East Nashville 42-24. We welcome you into the Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store postgame show. Jacob, huge 2-game stretch. We talked about it on Wednesday night for the Lady Bees. They had to win one. They win two, and they go into about 4 days away from the floor with a lot of momentum.
There was a real chance they could have been 5-5 going to Florida. Now you're 7-3. Wins against Blackman in double overtime. A win against a formerly undefeated East Nashville team, and you hold them to 24 points in the process. Great defensive game plan today against East Nashville, and now you're feeling really good. 2 wins in a row, going down to Florida. Now you can actually have a little bit of fun down there in Florida as well before you start playing some basketball down there on Thursday. And definitely a good 2-game stretch here for the Lady Bees.
Scoring from the game is as follows for the Lady Bees. Gracie Butler leads the way again with 20 points tonight. Let's go down the line from there. Cassie Crouch with 5, 3 for Sadie South, 3 for Taylor Delente, 3 for Maggie Butler, 6 for T.T. Carson, and 2 for Abby Stone for a team total of 42. Jacob, the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game is
Gracie Butler. Really good. Let him in offense. Defensively, got the job done, able to push the pace in transition and finish inside and get to the free throw line, knock him down when it matters. She's been really, really solid this season and continues on here with another win today against East Nashville.
Gracie Butler, once again, is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game. Lady Bees improved to 7-3. Next up, Thursday against D-Land out of Florida. I'll be there for it. Actually, it'll be Matt Wilson on the call for that one. We will be there. I'll be with the boys about an hour away in Umatea. Madison will be there for it. Coming up on Thursday. Start time still to be determined. They've had to move around a few things in that tournament. About 14 minutes from now, it'll be the Bees against Memphis Business. We think. We haven't seen Memphis Business.
Maybe.
But it's supposed to be the Bees against Memphis Business when we come back in about 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. It's another Crouch Team with Highlands Elite Real Estate pregame show. We got a fun boys matchup on tap for you as the Memphis Business Executives take on the Upperman Bees. Noel McKay back on the call. The velvety pipes of Jacob Vinson to my right. The lovely Madison McKay to my left. Jacob, you're in a good mood. Go ahead.
Heisman Doza, baby. It's come to fruition.
I'm just glad to see that loser bum from Vanderbilt
so
has to sit there and
just a Hoosier one.
And you know what? Congrats, buddy. Best season of all time. Enjoy the ReliaQuest Bowl. Anyway, back here. The Bees are 7-2. They've won 4 games in a row. Losses earlier in the year, Brentwood, which still only has 1 loss, in the Tennessee Heat. Jacob, over the last 4 games, the Upperman team that we expected to be the favorite to retain the Class 3A state championship has shown up. They're looking for more of that tonight against the Memphis Business team with a lot of length, a lot of speed, a lot of talent, a team that went to the state tournament in Class 2A a year ago.
I was going to say, it's a 2A team, but they do not look like a 2A team. Very lengthy, very tall, and you know they're going to be athletic out there on the floor. This Upperman team, though, it started on the defensive side. Even against Lawson in their last game, there was a really, really solid performance defensively and slowing down a Lawson team that had a little bit of size inside, but they were never able to get into their offense. They hit a couple of shots early on in that first quarter, but ever since the first quarter, the Bees dominated the second quarter and on, and obviously Ty Cobb's been great. The Bees were able to get to the free throw line. Ty Cobb 14 of 14 at the stripe in that win as well, and it starts defensively, and then they're able to get into their offense where they're being very methodical and taking whatever shots they want and taking good shots as well and able to knock them down.
Let's get to the South Willow Auto Clinic starting lineups. The South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. First, for the visiting Memphis Business Academy executives, we think with a record of 4-4.
That's
tough
our best
sometimes
guess.
to get records for some schools not in the Upper Cumberland, but we think are 4-4. Starting for them tonight, number 0, Rodney McChristian III. Number 3, Larry Benson. Number 5, Kendrick Hill. Number 10, Marlo Bean. And number 35, Keishan James. Their opponents tonight are the reigning Class 3A state champion Upperman Bees at 7-2 on the season under head coach Bobby McWilliams. Starting for the Bees tonight, number 0, Mr. Basketball, Ty Cobb. Number 1, Joseph Maynard. Number 2, Jack Torrance. Number 22, Collier Bush. And number 24, Colton Johnson. Jacob, it's without saying the Bees have the best player in the state. They need him to be the best player in the state. Important night for Colton Johnson in size against the size of Memphis Business.
He's kind of the X factor for this Upperman team, especially with Noah Bronston Chaffin this year, who was so good inside for the Bees last year. And we kind of talked about it on the UCR basketball show this week as well. No Landon Hall this year as well for this Bees team. That's a good amount of size that you don't have for this Bees squad. So Colton Johnson is going to be relied upon heavily, and he's got to be very stout inside. He's got to defend without fouling so he can stay out there on the floor. And his endurance is going to have to be pretty good here tonight. Fortunately for the Bees, they did not play last night, so they are fully fresh coming into this one, and it should be a fun contest against the executives.
And also fortunate for the Bees, they're at home.
Yeah.
Have barely played in this
first
gym.
time in a long
They've
time.
had to go to hostile environment after hostile environment. Now in the friendly confines of the Hive, hoping that settles them in. They've had 2 games here, Van Buren County and Oakland. They dominated both of those games, hoping for more of that tonight. This, a much different opponent, a much more difficult opponent than those first 2 they played here at home.
Yeah, coming from way out in West Tennessee. It's the final game here in the UC Hoops Fest as well in Baxter. So we saw it with the energy there in that first game with the Lady Bees and East Nashville. It's not quite as high as it normally is. Obviously no students, and not many students, I should say, here in attendance. There are some here, but it should be interesting to see what the Bees can do today against a good NBA squad.
This uniform is sick.
Yeah, it's sweet.
The white uniform, white shorts, pink numbers and letters outlined in black trim. Pink is tough sometimes.
The uniform matchup is
those
really
are
cool.
Sweet. NBA in their road, black uniforms, black shorts, gold numbers and letters outlined in white trim. Let's get it on as Joseph Maynard wins the tip, and we're underway here in Baxter. Ty Cobb with the basketball. Here comes Mr. Basketball. Works it over right wing side, hands off to Collier Bush. Bush hands off Torrance. A lot of movement. Backdoor cut, Ty Cobb. 2-hand jam. Just like that. Mr. Basketball doing what he does.
Yeah, that's one way to start it off. You don't want to leave number 0, and he was wide open along the baseline.
That is the 4th game-opening dunk for Ty Cobb this season, and now an errant pass, just a miscommunication as Bean was trying to throw it over to the right side for Benson, and he started to cut in. Pardon me, he was looking at McChristian, and instead it's a turnover, Upperman basketball.
And I'm sure Bobby McWilliams was pretty darn good in his heyday. And I know he was pretty darn good in his heyday, but he's not playing right now for the executives.
Torrance gives to Maynard, wide open. Maynard to Cobb. Clear the runway. Ooh, goes for the tomahawk, and that is a very smart foul. Get it in a clean way, going up into the body for James, because if not, he was about to be on SportsCenter. Cobb to the line to shoot two.
Pretty clean, too. There was a little bit on the body there, but he got a lot of the basketball
Up top, it was
way.
clean, yeah.
But, yeah, you can see Cobb. He wants to enforce his will here early on, and a good contest at the basket. Not allow an easy lay there for Ty Cobb.
It was a clear runway for Cobb as he got ahead of steam.
They're going to want to guard him.
If they don't.
At least get in front.
I will make a prediction. If they don't, Upperman will win by a lot.
They may anyways, but.
Cobb goes 2 for 2 at the line. He has 4 in 43 seconds.
Probably want to make it at least a little bit difficult for him.
Bean bounces over right side. This is an NBA team that's played a good schedule so far. They out there is some great boys basketball in Memphis. And they go across the border into northern Mississippi, over into eastern Arkansas. Pass over right side. This one grabbed by Benson. All the Memphis schools, you can kind of throw the records out the window as Cobb has a steal from behind and comes the other way.
Yeah, they're always going to have some really talented players on their teams.
And then they make the state tournament because they just run rough shot through those rural western Tennessee schools as Johnson, turnaround shot. Colton Johnson, tough finish for CJ.
He's been liking getting to that baseline side and catching it down low on the post, the turnaround fadeaway jumper, and it's starting to turn into a really good shot for him on that left side.
6-0 as Cobb goes jumping into the first row and trying to work his way back. Numbers for NBAs. They fire it over right side. The execs have it. Back to Bean. Bean swings it over right side to James. Back to Bean. Upperman in their 2-3 zone. They're not even messing around man-to-man tonight.
Yeah, no, there's no reason to. When you've got a really good zone that you have, try to slow down. We just saw it against East Nashville in the Lady Beast game.
Left side Bean, moving screen uncalled. Bean triggers the 3 and he hits. Marlo Bean from downtown at 6'3", and a timeout called here by Memphis Business. 32nd quick cash pawn timeout on the floor.
Interesting timeout there.
Probably something on the defensive end. It's been a lot of Ty Cobb wide open. Colton Johnson got to his spot. They know they got to defend better. This is a pretty animated huddle, though.
And it's just his point guard and Bean and the head coach kind of having a chat with each other, and that was the whole reason for that whole timeout. So really interesting there to call the early timeout with 6:05 remaining here in the first. And you get the 3 to get back into it. Seemed like you get the offense going a little bit as well.
.6:05 to go in the first quarter, just underway here. Ty Cobb going to bring it up out of the timeout call. We expect this to be a pretty good basketball game tonight. Cobb with it. Fires into the low block. Nice job shielding off by James. He gets the steal. Now the execs out and running in transition. Shot up off the glass and good. 5 straight. There's Kendrick Hill with the lay.
Yeah, that was a really nice job by Hill as well. Knowing that Cobb's going to try to go up and block that one away. Just know where he is at all times.
Now Cobb. They may not guard him. He slices right through. 2 more for Ty.
Yeah, it's 3 times he's been able to get to the basket untouched. And, well, I guess 2 times untouched. 1 time he got fouled, but you can't have it.
Well, the drives have been uncontested.
Right.
And if he can just drive the lane all day, he's going to drive the lane all day. Here's Bean. 3-point lead for the Bees. Sends over to McChristian. Maybe my favorite name. Rodney McChristian III.
Incredible.
Here's a drive inside, left-hand shot, contorting, no rebound, up into the air. Big collision. Ends with the execs for a lay for Larry Benson.
I mean, I know he's one of the best football players in the state of Tennessee, but a foul's a foul.
Colton Johnson got trucked. Torrance, handoff Maynard. Maynard back to Johnson. That pass intercepted. Read the whole way by James. He's able to gather. Johnson back with him. Kick out in rhythm 3 on the way. No. Johnson with a rebound. The stylistic difference will be on display. Yeah. The execs, they'll love those quick trigger 3s. Upperman wants to get into their methodical half-court offense.
Yeah, they want to try to get out and run and really string together some runs offensively.
Upperman's good with running, but it's based off of transition opportunities. Jack Torrance wide open in the low block. A flop. We play on. Then Torrance may have flopped. And he'll get a foul call. Wow. Jack Torrance to the line to shoot 2.
Well, the problem with that is the whistle came about a full second after the contact, where it should have been blown on the contact. It was the flop initially, so they didn't call it, which was good. And then they didn't blow the whistle for the contact on Torrance as he goes up and when he was fouled.
Finn Sissom at the table. He's going to check in after the first free throw for Jack Torrance. Senior guard flies away and hits.
And he's been really, really good these last couple of games, even against Lawson. They have needed somebody who just gives you a little bit of offense outside to ease that pressure off of Ty offensively. And Torrance, he has been that guy, knocking down some shots from outside, able to hit some free throws and ease that pressure a little bit.
For Upperman to repeat, they need Jack Torrance and Collier Bush to hit threes.
Got to be big.
They have to come up big. Here's Bean in a 2-point game. Buckle up. We're going to have some highlights tonight. Keyshawn James has it. James fires over left side. This one grabbed by Benson. Benson back to Bean. Swings around right side. Upperman moving that 2-3 zone. Hill fires at baseline. Another steal. Second of the game for Ty Cobb. Now Cobb running the floor in transition. My goodness. Crosses over twice. Ty Cobb. Good. 2 more.
Just goes up so strong as well. You have to be so physical with him underneath, and he's able to muscle it through. We're going the other way.
And an offensive foul. Cobb takes the contact to the chest. Kendrick Hill called for the personal, and we're going the other way.
And he just challenged him with it. He met him to the spot, staying straight up the whole time. That was a really good job by Ty Cobb playing that straight-up defense.
That was his first, the team's third. 11-7, Ty Cobb doing Ty Cobb things. 8 already for Mr. Basketball, averaging 32.5 a night. Junior point guard, Liberty commit. Now he's going to trigger the 3. No good, wide right, good. Close out, rebound loose. Torrance has it. Torrance gives back to Cobb. Going to send over to Sism, back to Bush. Upperman trying to set up in the half court. Bush intercepted from him. Now a 2-on-0. Torrance gets back in transition and swiped it away.
Torrance.
A foul called on Sism on the rebound attempt. Jack Torrance, that was unbelievable.
That was tremendous. And you could see him. He was lining it up. It just turned on the Jets, and you love to see that from the senior. Getting back in transition, swipes it away. You don't want to let him get an easy bucket. And the foul called on Sism afterwards, trying to fight for the rebound.
Miscommunication here for the execs, but they're retained possession as Bean keeps it in the half court. Bean fires it over right wing side. 3:10 to go in the first quarter. It's 11-7. Pass inside, tipped by Johnson.
This guy's whistle is a full second late every time. It's like there's a delay down on the floor.
They'll call Colton Johnson for a foul.
And it probably was, but blow it when the contact happens.
We like to work quick. That's what we do. Let's go. Come on. Inbound now, sent back out.
If it's a foul, it's a foul. Call it.
Benson picked up by Torrance. Works over a screen. It's kind of pointless, though, with the screen because of the zone that Upperman's running.
You know, you try to get a little bit of space, maybe try to move the ball around a little bit, but they're able to defend it so well.
James from the left wing back out. Now they're working over right side. Bean head fakes on Sism, drives inside and a foul. Sism into the body. That'll be the second on Finn Sism. 2 free throws upcoming here for MBA. Striding to the line will be Marlo Bean. 2:40 to go in the first quarter, 11-7. Not a whole lot to talk about yet. Ty Cobb with 8 points. The only headline is the first free throw is good for Bean.
There's an awful basketball game going on down here at the college level. It's 11-11 with 10 minutes to play in the first half between Indiana and Kentucky. Just horrible basketball.
Meanwhile, the high school game that we're broadcasting, Bean
is much better.
It is much
better. I've been
better.
enjoying it much more.
This is the second one and no good. Already both teams shooting the ball better from the free throw line than East Nashville did earlier on.
Well, just make one.
Exactly. Cobb ahead. Sends left side for Johnson. Now Maynard. Watch out. Cobb to the elbow. Dumps it off to Johnson inside. He couldn't grab it cleanly. It was a good pass, but just couldn't get it clean. Ahead, here comes NBA down by 3. Bean, I think surprised by how open he was. Throws up the runner. No good. Rebound down, though. Execs for the second chance.
You don't see a whole lot of carries called, but that one probably could have been called.
Benson has it right wing side. Cobb steps to him. Now they'll swing it over left side to Bean. Bean drives into the mid-range. Now kicks back out to the scorer's table. Possession back to Upperman.
He likes throwing it to the coaches.
How many broadcasts is this week?
This is just the 4th of the day, so.
Yeah, 4th of the day is when it, the wheels on the bus go flying off.
2 yesterday, 2 Tuesday.
We show
I feel like
on
I'm
Wednesday.
missing one. Show Wednesday. There was something Monday, wasn't there?
Yeah,
have something
Lawson.
Monday? Yeah.
Baseline pass, here's Cobb. Turnaround shot, good. Ty Cobb is absolutely in complete control. 10 in the quarter for Mr. Basketball.
Yeah, I mean, he's just so good, and it's so difficult to defend him because he's so physical when he can take it inside, and then he can hurt you in the mid-range. He's playing really good defense, too.
Tipped another pass. The runner-up, though, is good. Nice job sticking with it for Larry Benson, who has 5 in the quarter.
Yeah, that's a tough shot right there.
This is my favorite uniform combination Upperman has
That's
ever
pretty
worn.
sweet.
Cobb shrugs off the defender, now sends over to Maynard. Maynard back to Cobb from the left wing, activates baseline. Ty Cobb contorts, he's hitting foul. They're going to get McChristian for the personal, and Ty Cobb back to the line to shoot 2.
And I think there's so many people that don't realize how tough that is because Cobb, the way he takes it to the basket, he's got 2 hands on the basketball at all times when he's taking it to the rim. So he goes up so physical that you can't knock it away from him. So if you're going to hit the basketball, you're probably going to foul him just because of the way he holds it on the way up. And that's why he earns so many trips to the line.
Very rare miss for a 90% free throw shooter at the stripe. He's at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 1 more. That was the second on McChristian, so he'll be forced out.
Darn.
And the next one, wow, Cobb went 0 for 2. Maybe it's the rim, Jacob.
May just be this side.
Yeah.
This is where East Nashville was struggling.
13-10. NBA within a bucket. Back out. Here's Benson. Benson tries to drive, throws it over his shoulder, and Joseph Maynard takes it away. Get your cameras ready. Here's Maynard with the jam.
Man, he got way up there.
Joseph Maynard can jump out of the gym. He finally gets a chance to show it off with a 2-hand jam.
I mean, he flew up there.
I knew it was coming. I gave you the get your cameras ready.
Yes, you did.
I don't say that unless it's going to be a dunk. Here's a drive. Nice. Dump off feed, but contorting for no reason. Shot won't go.
Just go straight up.
Tips the rebound to himself. Here's Maynard out and running now. Gives over to Cobb. Cobb accelerates baseline. Head fakes. Gets fouled.
Wow.
Can't make it fall, but Ty Cobb back to the line to shoot 2.
That's such a good shot fake. And what are you supposed to do as a defender? Normally, he doesn't give you a shot fake. Normally, he is going right to the basket and taking the contact. That time, he gets you up in the air, draws the contact. Really nice job by Ty Cobb.
Well, he just missed 2. Cobb now 2 for 4 tonight back at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
I bet he doesn't miss 2.
He didn't. He hit the first. That would have been an all-time announcer, Jinx. That one would have clanked. Collier Bush going to check in for Cobb. It's his typical final minute breather on defense. If they get the ball back, he will go back to the table. How about 12 in the quarter for Ty Cobb?
That'll play.
It's on pace for 48, which would be a career and school record. He almost got it against Oakland.
Yeah, 42.
It's his own record that he set last year at Cumberland County.
42 in a high school game is ridiculous.
Step back 3 on the way, no. Opportunity for the Bees again. Here's Rylan Case in the game for the first time. The sophomore sends over to Bush. 8 seconds for Collier Bush. Now it's swiped away. Here come the execs in transition. That shot and a foul. Marlo Bean going to go to the line to shoot 2 with 2.4 to go. Bobby McWilliams feels like it's a flop because it was.
There wasn't a ton of contact on that drive there.
He just contorted and kind of threw it up in the air. It wasn't really anything
it's
there.
One of those where the officials just kind of anticipating contact and never really came, but Bean doing a nice job of at least knocking that ball away and pushing it out in transition.
Can I be honest? I was a yeller when
yeah.
every time there was any contact,
100%.
I was screaming.
And one.
Just, that was my thing. Just, didn't even get touched. It worked. Every time. Next free throw good. 2 for 2 for Bean. Case, 2 seconds. Got to just chuck it. Doesn't realize how much time is left, and that brings us to the end of an exciting first quarter. After 17-12. This is Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Located at the end of Prosperity Drive on a quiet cul-de-sac in Prosperity Point, this home offers 2,964 finished square feet. Features include a split bedroom plan, large open great room and dining room for gatherings and entertaining, spacious primary suite, generously sized guest bedrooms, partially finished basement with walkout access, and a 2-tiered back deck overlooking the pool. Priced at $414,900. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145 for more information. Surfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. They also provide snow and ice removal during the cold winter months. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turf Masters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Bees lead Memphis Business 17-12 in a matchup between two state tournament teams from a year ago. Noah McKay, that's Jacob Vincent. Happy to be along with you. Howdy. I was trying to figure out what you said. Howdy.
Heisman Dozer.
That is a moving screen.
Yeah, that's not legal.
Keyshawn James right into Jack Torrance. And I'll tell you, Bobby McWilliams was not happy with the officials in between quarters. I think he feels like his guys are getting held off the ball a lot.
Well, and then the foul call late in that first quarter as well, which just didn't look like there was really any contact on Bean, who just kind of flailed underneath the basket. I think that kind of added insult to injury and just kind of put him over the top at the end of the quarter.
Bush working on Butler. Nice crossover there. Backdoor cut for Cobb, but the pass is off the mark. Cobb, couple of shot fakes. It's swiped away by Bean. Now they're falling on top of each other. Colton Johnson's not letting go. Here we go. Hey, Colton Johnson is going to say his mind. Let's put it that way. That's a jump. The arrow belongs to the Bees.
24 is not the guy you want to.
No, that's the last person on earth.
Pick a fight with.
Oh, now there's about to be a technical foul. Memphis Business coach. We'll see.
Well,
they may warn him.
Did Upperman start with the ball in the quarter?
No.
Okay.
I believe a warning was just issued. Here's Cobb, backdoor with a two-hand jam. Ty Cobb, 14 already.
And you can tell he's NBA is just worried about the wrong things right now. And Ty Cobb, when he's getting backdoor that many times, you cannot win a ball game like that.
I'm going to call Collier Bush for a touch foul here. That'll be his first. 2 free throws upcoming here for Larry Benson. It's actually Bush's second. I missed one in there on Bush. That was that one at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, and they'll send Crouch to the line, or to the scores table to come in for him.
First free throw was good for Benson. He's now at 6 points. When they've been able to get in the half court, Memphis Business play really well. It's been the defense struggling against Cobb as the second free throw is no good. Cobb with a rebound.
They keep getting beat backdoor. And, I mean, that's the only guy. If there's one guy on the floor that you have to follow everywhere he goes, it's number 0.
Well, they're not really doubling him or boxing
wanting
him.
They're just switching everything.
Kind of reminds me of what we saw Heritage do last year, is there'll be a hold away from the ball as James got a hold of Johnson. And that's exactly what Coach McWilliams was arguing about earlier. And that is the third on Keyshawn James. We saw Heritage do that, get destroyed. We saw Greenville do that, get destroyed. There is a little bit of, listen, even if you're a great defensive team, you cannot go. Your best guy will not guard him.
He is the best player in the state of Tennessee.
Period. Full stop.
I mean, you gotta do something different against him. He got to open there again.
And that's a 5-second violation. Nice job denying the inbound, and right in front was Javante Felton able to disrupt. An opportunity here for NBA, hanging right in it. Down 6 on the road, 19-13.
That's the thing. They're still in this basketball game, just down by a couple of possessions. With as badly as they've played at times defensively, they're right in it.
By the way, credit to both teams for playing this game tonight. NBA came a long way away to play this game. Upperman, they're playing the gauntlet. You don't have to play a game this difficult right before the holidays, but they are. Offensive rebound after a missed 3. Left-hand lay won't go. Rebound ricochets again. Cobb tried to tip it to himself, and it's wrestled away by Felton. Back into the corner. Here comes Bean. Into the low block and a foul. They'll get Maynard inside. 3 chances on the play for NBA, and it results in a trip to the line for Javante Felton.
And Coach McWilliams not happy with his defense inside. He just wants them to stay vertical when those guys are coming inside, especially for the Bees, who have a good amount of size in this ball game. Yes, Memphis Business has some size, but the Bees probably have a little bit of a size advantage, especially down low with Maynard and Johnson just trying to stay vertical and draw and take the contact.
Scott, the boys' single-game record at Upperman is Ty Cobb's 45. Last year at Cumberland County set the record. As the second free throw is good for Felton. He splits it, and it's a 5-point game. Long way to go for Cobb to get there. He's at 14, though, which will do just fine. Johnson towering over. Defender jumps on him, gives to Case. This is a big opportunity for Ryland. Case, that's a foul. Uncalled and a turnover instead. Now a shot up and good. Steal and a score for Kendrick Hill. Execs back within 3. Yeah, it's getting very chippy. And the whistles have gone a little bit quiet. We'll see if that continues. Cobb one-on-one, forget about it. Knocked out of his hands. Johnson wrestles it back. Now another scrum, and the arrow is going to belong to NBA.
This is getting
quite bad.
Contentious.
Yeah, this could be very bad in a hurry, actually. Lofton Crouch going to check in. And I say that because everybody's standing on their feet in the crowd. The NBA bench jumping up. But this is a great quick cash pawn timeout on the floor by Bobby McWilliams. Can I make a prediction, Jacob? There's going to be some technical fouls in this game.
Yeah.
They will stretch it to a full quick cash pawn timeout on the floor. 19-16 Bees lead, presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. Don't go anywhere.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home with a great location just off Highway 111 on the south side of Cookeville. This home has just over 2,000 square feet, a 2-car garage, and beautiful hardwood flooring throughout. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
.5:43 to go in the first half. 19-16 Upperman leads Memphis Business. Jacob, the tenor is not ideal.
It's getting pretty physical down there.
That's one way of putting it.
Upperman played a game here last year, early on in the season. That was last year, right?
2 years ago now.
2 years ago. Wow. I've been here a long time now.
Let's put it this way. The officials need to gain control of this game.
Quickly.
Or it's going to be a problem.
Quickly. And it doesn't help because it's from the top down on the other side where it's starting. And it's going to get out of control very quickly unless they're able to bring it down.
Butler has it here for NBA. Cobb tips that pass and went right to Maynard. Maynard ahead, and there is a foul. Yeah, you can't argue that one. Bean caught the arm of Maynard.
Well, he's
trying to. 5:25 to go in the first half.
As the officials, you got to have a couple of those calls here to try to bring this down a little bit, take this physicality down a little bit.
Cobb going to walk it up. Gives to Torrance. Now Johnson. Johnson starts to drive, picks up, finds Cobb. One-on-one again. Cobb into the low block, big advantage. Johnson. Colton Johnson swatted out. Fields with the block. And he'll stay on this end.
Pretty good defensive play.
That was awesome. Fields came up
really good
from the other side.
Defense.
Shot down from the elbow to make the block. Great play. Crouch to inbound from the sideline here. Fires into Johnson. Johnson turnaround. Good. Colton Johnson. He had something to say about that one.
I mean, yeah, the guy flopped out from underneath him as well, so.
He didn't time the flop up well.
No,
it has to come right on the
all.
contact. It's kind of in between hits. Here's Bean. Gives to Benson. 5-point Upperman lead on their home floor. 2 state tournament contending teams certainly in their classes. Pass left side to travel. Butler shuffled the feet. It'll go the other way.
Upperman's done a nice job. And like you said, really smart timeout taken by Coach McWilliams. Calm everybody down and then just get back into it. Defensively, have played really well, able to create a couple of turnovers. Offensively, we're able to get it through Johnson inside. We'll see if they're able to get another score here with 4:39 remaining before halftime.
Cobb sends to Torrance. Torrance activates to the baseline. Jack Torrance is hitting the foul. Jack Torrance to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. This will be the second on Marlo Bean.
That's a really good drive by Torrance, taking it inside. Able to draw the contact.
Stick around during the Happy Heller halftime show. We'll be joined by one of the greatest of all time, Dana McWilliams. Get her thoughts. Her team's on a 2-game winning streak before heading down to Florida, as the first one is good for Torrance. I'll tell you, I'm going to enjoy getting in the car and driving away with how cold it's going to be up here first thing in the morning.
What's crazy is it's going to be absolutely frigid tomorrow, and then it's going to be like 60 degrees the rest of the week.
Yeah, so it always ends up happening that way. As the next free throw is no good for Torrance. Upperman's lead stays 6.
Real feel tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. at 0. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait.
Benson sends over to Bean.
I'll be asleep.
That's the middle of the night. Yes. I promise you I won't be awake.
My bed's going to be nice and cozy.
Felton sends over right side. Fields.
That's a
Picks
travel.
up
Holy
and a half.
cow.
Cobb intercepts the pass anyway. Now Cobb, 2 defenders in front. Muscles out of the way. Ty Cobb, it's too easy.
Yeah, the NBA's got to be careful here. Quickly down by 8 points, and now Upperman feels like they're rolling a little bit.
16 for Ty Cobb in half number 1. Now working inside. Nice move, but blocked. Colton Johnson with the block. Out of the quick cash pawn timeout, the Bees have changed the game. Now a feed right to Maynard for 2. It's timeout time for the visitors. Here come the champs.
Colton Johnson running the floor. Joseph Maynard down low. Nice transition offense for the Bees.
Full timeout. We'll take it with them right here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. .344 to go, 26-16. This is Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. John, it's Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. I'm glad you can watch the game, but, buddy, I'm not here for you. I can promise you that. Jacob, the Bees are rolling.
Listen, we're impartial when there's Upper Cumberland teams playing. This team's
Please.
4 hours away. They don't pay my bills.
Please. Bean sends over right side. Not one. If you would like to send a check, we will call this thing right down the middle.
I'll be a huge executive fan.
Ball up. That's no good. Comes down to Hill. Sends over McChristian. Down to the mid-range. Nice baseline feed. Up and under. Blocked. Colton Johnson.
It's taking
right
it
into the
personal
corner.
right
Three
now.
Up and good. That's a great
big
job
shot
by Kendrick Hill to answer with the 3.
Yeah, that's a huge one, especially after the block by Johnson. Keeps him within 7 points as well, with under 3 to play here in this first half.
Yeah, good timeout there for Memphis Business. They needed to settle things down. Into the low block, Johnson turns again. Johnson blocked out of play by McChristian. I'll tell you, Colton Johnson got tied up in a couple of those tiffs, let's call them, inside on the ground. Him and Cobb are probably the last 2 guys that you want to fire up.
They can play with a lot of emotion, and they can channel that emotion as well and put them in the right spots.
Cobb inbounds to Johnson. Now into Cobb, one-on-one. Cobb turns, swiped, help arrives. Cobb is fouled. Couldn't get it to go, but Ty Cobb to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line, and this is the 3rd on Rodney McChristian, the 3rd. So 3 on him, 3 on James as well. As Cobb goes back to the line to try and stretch a 16-point half into 18.
How are we arguing that as a foul?
And how about Hill jumping
Can't do that
in the middle of the free throw? Oh, it's crazy.
That's awesome.
Cobb flies away the next. And ironically, that's the one he missed.
They probably threw him off on the first. He was probably fine letting it go, and then he started thinking about it.
27
He's expecting it the second time.
McChristian to Benson. Gather yourself as Benson, it went off his leg, but right to Bean. Bean just threw it up. Yeah, no. Stolen away and a foul. See if this is in the act or not. Kendrick Hill will go to the line if it is to shoot 2.
I would imagine it would be. Yeah.
Lofton Crouch called for the personal. That's his 2nd. Team's 3rd, and there will be 2 free throws upcoming here for Kendrick Hill. First one is good, nothing but net. That game yesterday where we turned the comments off was real peaceful. It's tempting. Next one for Hill. Good as well, 2 for 2. Kendrick Hill having a good quarter. He's got 7 in the frame, 9.5.
We need this right now.
I don't know if we do.
No, maybe not.
Although I'm looking at one of my, about 4 of my most important advertisers, and I think they're enjoying it, so we're okay. Crouch turns and fires to Cobb. Cobb, oh my goodness, what a feed to Colton Johnson, and one. Colton Johnson with the lay. Foul called on Hill. It's his second. Johnson to the line.
That's a heck of a pass, and even better finish underneath by Colton Johnson, who's able to go through the contact and put it up and in for 2. See if he can complete the 3-point play.
Bees back in front by 8. Johnson at the stripe. They've led by as many as 10. NBA answered. Upperman struggling mightily at the line in this half. That is rare. Usually about an 85% team.
Yeah, they're 20 of 21 against Lawson on Monday.
Bean has it. Spins over right side. Well, maybe it's because they haven't played very many games in this gym this year, Jacob.
That could be. What, third game?
Literally. Hill throws up the right-hand runner. Nice finish. Kendrick Hill really finding his groove here on the road. Back within 6. He's keeping his team in it.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not going away.
Cobb just shrugs off the defender. Turning. Ty Cobb barrels in and finishes. Ty Cobb again.
It's about as good a defense as you can play against Ty Cobb right there.
19 in the half for Cobb. Here's a drive. Nice kick. Great shot fake. Now a touch pass out. Upperman rallies back. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Wow. Larry Benson with the jumper. He has 8.5, and this is being a very fun game. When all the extracurriculars are gone, as Cobb just smacks the hand of Bean off of him. He's sick of getting grabbed. Johnson. Hands off Cobb. Get your cameras ready. Ty Cobb, finger roll 2.
Yeah, he's got the speed. He can just go right past you. It's too quick.
Baseline feed, shot up. Johnson disrupts, no good. Johnson fights and has the rebound. 1 minute to go. Cobb is in takeover mode. He has 9 in the quarter, 21 in the half. Let's see if Upperman holds for the last shot here up by 8. Or if it's just superhero time. There goes Agent Zero. Working off traffic, over to Torrance. Torrance on the hardwood, big bump and a foul. They're going to get Jermaine Owens for his first. 2 free throws upcoming here for Jack Torrance.
He earned his foul that time.
Finn Sism to the table. He'll probably check in for Cobb.
Yeah, and what a first half for Ty as well. 21 of the 33, up by 8 points. They've needed all of them here in this first half.
And yeah, Jack Torrance is feeling it.
He took a shot.
It was a big collision, but then that second collision where he hit the hardwood, Reagan Lamb, one of the best trainers in the business, runs out. He's going to be helped back up to his feet. Obviously a huge piece, kind of rubbing his chest. Hopefully, we won't speculate, but hopefully he just got hit there. Cobb's at the line, but I don't think, can he shoot it? No, Collier Bush has to shoot it, yes, because he checked in for him. So Bush to the table, or to the line to shoot 2.
I like that, though.
Hey, John, it's called a catchphrase. We say it quite frequently. You'll be all right, buddy. You guys, you'll be all right. First free throw for Bush. I'm going to have fun tonight, Jacob. Hey, can I get fired?
You can try. You should try.
Who would even do that?
That's the point.
Exactly.
You can't, I mean, unless you want to fire yourself.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
No, I don't think so.
Bush hits the second.
We really don't need you to.
No, that would not be good. 9-point game, 39 seconds to go.
Especially not right now.
No, goodness gracious. Goose, come back.
Goose is going to be a broadcaster when he comes back.
It's only half a joke. This one's going to be tipped and intercepted by Finn Sism. Sism turns and is fouled, and Sism is going to go shoot 2 more. Marlo Bean, this is going to be his third. 3 different execs with 3 fouls. Sism to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, they're going to be in a really tough spot coming up in the second half when they've got some of that foul trouble starting to pile up here. And good to see Torrance back at the scores table for the Bees as well. So he'll check in here and finish out this first half.
Upperman cannot buy a free throw right now. Sism missed the first as Case and Torrance check in. Good to see Jack Torrance back in the game. Upperman thought they had a chance to get the execs into foul trouble with their ability to drive and get out in transition, and that has certainly happened so far in this half as Sism splits it back to a 10-point game, 20 seconds to go. Pass over to Owens. Now back right side, Bean. Over to Benson. 10 seconds. Benson off the dribble, working on Case. Drives inside. Sism there, shot no good. Maynard with a rebound. Ahead to Torrance. He'll pull up from half court. This would count if it goes. Just misses. And that brings us to the end of a strong second quarter for the Upperman Bees. After 2, it's 35-25. We'll have Dana McWilliams on the Happy Hiller Halftime Show when we come back. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear DJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Visit happyhiller.com to see how our friends at Hiller can help solve your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical problems today. It's happyhiller.com. This is the Happy Hiller Halftime Show. At the break, Upperman leads Memphis Business 35-25. We're joined now by Lady B head coach Dana McWilliams, a 42-24 victory earlier on. 2 straight games. You win in double overtime yesterday. You turn around today and knock off a previously undefeated East Nashville team by double digits. Coach, overall, your thoughts, not just on today, but how these last 2 days have gone for you?
You know, last night was a great game. We didn't get a chance to talk about it, but obviously Blackman is one of the top teams, very well-coached team. Jen Grandstaff does a great job with her team and her program wherever she's at. So we knew what to expect, and, you know, I think it wasn't pretty at times, but I think that has a lot to do with what they did to us and us to them as well. And was really exciting to score at the buzzer and win. A good exciting time for them and for the girls. So it was hard to bounce back today and be ready to play, but that's part of it. That's what you have to do. But I thought both games, I thought we played pretty well. We're still trying to figure out some things and get some things a little bit smoother. It's not as smooth as we would hope, but for the time of the year we're in, I think we're okay.
You've played a very tough schedule, almost exclusively 4A teams or runners-up or state tournament teams in their respective class. And you've got a few wins, but then you had those 3 losses, all where they were very tight games. How critical was it yesterday and then today to not just compete and show you belong on that floor, but to get that win and kind of notch that off and build that confidence?
Yeah, always. You get in those tight games, and they can always go either way. And, it's unfortunate if you have a couple that go the wrong way for you. You can kind of get a little frustrated, but that's the one thing I was really proud of them last night. Went to double overtime, and they could have folded at any time. A couple different times looked like maybe we weren't going to get back in the game, and we did and found a way to win. So that was always nice and good for our confidence.
Taylor yesterday I thought was the steadying force throughout the entirety of the game, and then today Gracie Butler did what she's been doing pretty much every game, back to 20 points. Those two seem to be very consistent for you right now. What's the value that they're bringing to you?
Well, that's just it. They are consistent. The value is that, they're very experienced. They have the most experience. Taylor and almost Gracie as well, but Taylor's actually, been starting from day one.
4 years.
And so not many people have kids who start from the very beginning to the end, and Gracie started around Christmas time as well. So the experience they can bring, and they've been in all types of games. They've been in struggle games. They've been in games where everything's going our way. They've been in games where nothing's going our way. They've been in games. They've been in a state championship game. They've been in state tournament games. They've been in district championships, all that. So just what they can bring there with the experience, I think you nailed it, and they're just gonna be consistent, or have been all year.
Your 3 young guards, as I've called them, at Bellafy, Cassie Crouch, and TT Karsten, you've been kind of tinkering with some different things. What are you looking to see out of those three who each bring something different to the table for you?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. They all do something different, and, really I guess really just depends on what we need. I thought Cassie had a really nice game tonight. She struggled a couple games, but, it's hard, to come in and not really have seen much playing time last year and jump out and start as a point guard for the first time, but also play against some pretty tough competition and some pretty tight games. We haven't scheduled for it to be very relaxing for a point guard who's just starting to come out. So I think that's been, I think they've all done well, and they've had different games where they've struggled and different games where they really made a big difference for us.
Well, and you're notoriously easy on your point guards, Coach.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
And then, so next week now, going to Florida. We're excited we're all going down to Florida. You have a few days away from the floor, then Thursday through Saturday, then another couple of days away, and then you go to Greenville for what is essentially a state tournament-like atmosphere. With these two tournaments you have coming up, what do you guys as a team need to get done, get better at? Because right on the other side is the best AAA district in the state.
Yeah, well, obviously, when we go to Florida, we want to enjoy the trip as well. We get to play with the shot clock, so, I wish every single person in Tennessee would want the shot clock. It's coming, I know, but, we're way behind in that. Don't get me started on that, but, it's 30
we'll
plus,
talk about it down there.
30-plus states that have the shot clock. I mean, just such a better game for everyone and for the kids, everybody. So that's going to be fun. We're going to enjoy that. We got to do that last year. Hopefully we'll get to do that in Tennessee soon. And then, we go to Greenville. It's very state tournament-like. So if you are fortunate enough to get to the state tournament, I think it prepares you. There's no easy games. You and I talked about, some team – or tournaments you get into the losers bracket and you're like, oh, well, we can win a few games. It really is not any easier in the losers bracket than it is if you're going forward. So you're going to get a really great week of basketball there with great coaches and programs. All of them are bringing kids who are playing at a high level or have won state championships. And it's just really – it's fun to get invited to that and be a part of that, and it's a really good experience for our kids.
Well, the zone defense made its return the past couple of games, and it worked to a great degree, 24 points tonight.
Yeah, I felt like we were relying on it too much, and so we've been really working on our man. I think that's helped, and I think it's made it better for us. So hopefully we can throw it in there a few more times.
Well, it's going to be a fun week next week, a few days away from the hardwood for the Lady Bees, but they are victorious tonight, 42-24. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookeville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and get your vehicle serviced by their highly trained professionals. Right now, you can save money on oil changes, regular maintenance, and battery installation. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
35-25, Upperman with the lead, about to get the second half underway. Again, our thanks to Dana McWilliams. Jacob, that is a bona fide top 5 coach in this state.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously she's got the gold balls to her name. I mean, the court's already named after her here in Baxter as well. And that's a really good basketball team that she's got. And it's a team that just feels like they haven't found their stride yet, but they're still 7-3 against a really good schedule, and obviously going to have some really big games coming up over the next few weeks as well.
We will have that tournament action. We will also certainly have the UCR basketball show next Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
Heck yeah.
The two of us have new UC top 5. Maybe a little less movement, but there's still some spots that can be jumbled around a little bit. We'll preview a couple of big holiday tournaments. We got Pickett County in action also next Friday and Saturday. I'll be in Florida with Jackson County and Upperman. Bees basketball working right to left. NBA working left to right. When we get back to action here. NBA fell in the quarterfinal round of the state tournament to Tyner Academy last year. Certainly have their eyes on getting back there. Upperman has one goal this year. It's to repeat. That pass tipped. Johnson able to run it down. That is not a travel and a foul. And this is a big one. It's the 4th on Marlowe Bean.
That's huge. That's kind of talked about it there in the first half. 3 fouls for a lot of those guys, and it's going to turn into a big part here in the second half.
And we didn't have a great opportunity to talk about it. The way the game is officiated in Memphis and West Tennessee is extremely different than how it is here. It's why we mentioned Upperman felt like they had a chance to really get them into foul trouble, and you've seen that. You can't reach. You can't make that body contact as Cobb up and under. Oof. That would have been insane. Johnson with a rebound. Nice block away for McChristian III. NBA certainly capable of erasing this deficit if they can get something going here. Kick out Bean. Playing with 4 fouls. He's going to have to be careful. He floats back. Benson now. Benson around his screen. Upperman back in there 2-3. Over to Bean. He triggers the 3, and they'll get Maynard into the landing area, so 3 fouls upcoming here for Marlowe Bean.
Good job by Bean, at least to draw some of the contact there and able to get Maynard up in the air. Doesn't allow him the room to land, and so you get the foul call there. And again, it's just a 10-point game. If NBA can put together a little bit of a run, they can make this a ball game and get it into the 4th.
Second on Maynard, first on the Bees is at the line is Marlowe Bean. He had 5 in the first quarter, didn't score in the second. Hits his first free throw here. 7:10 to go in the third. It's 35-26. Upperman's led by 10 a couple of times. NBA's cracked back into it both. Trying to do the same again here. Bob, it's 2 with 2 O's. T-O-O. Next one, no good. One more free throw upcoming. And I'm the chief editor of a website that has millions of hits every month, so just so you know. Help you out there, buddy.
It is millions.
Millions with an M.
Literally millions.
Literally. Next free throw is good. Bean goes 2 for 3 at the stripe. Back to an 8-point game. Cobb bringing it up. I don't get to be my full self sometimes, and every once in a while it comes out. And a double dribble here on Johnson as he bobbled it. Possession back the other way to NBA.
We've had too much fun today. Tennessee Tech, couple of wins.
By the way.
How was ESPN, by the way?
Good time.
By the way, no, it just came from an ESPN Plus broadcast, for those that don't know.
Everyone's like, why are you dressed like this? Because I never dress like this. It's the only reason I'm dressed like this. Now, I've got a lot of these sorts of clothes that never get worn. So I just got to scan through and pick.
Right. I just threw away a bunch of those.
Yeah, I'm in a full blazer and slacks and a button down. I feel very uncomfortable behind this table. Does not fit in this gym. Weaving around left hand leg, good, counted, and a foul. Nice finish for Benson. Not sure where the foul was from, but they get the Bees for 1.
It was a great drive.
Maynard going to be called for his 3rd personal. We'll see if that sends Lofton Crouch to the table.
Yeah, I mean, that was a tremendous drive, getting all the way to the basket. And I didn't see the contact from up here, but maybe a different angle on the baseline there. But albeit, doesn't matter. It's a great drive.
Well, and all of a sudden, look at NBA on a 5-0 burst to open up the quarter. They're back within 5.
You can get back into this, get it in the 4th. Heck, get it in here in the 3rd.
He knew it wasn't going to go. This team was not going to go quietly. Yeah. Here's Cobb in rhythm, 4-3, looking for his first triple, won't go. Rebound down, and then the Execs have a chance to cut it to a score. Here's Bean. Upperman was in great rhythm in the second quarter. Haven't found it yet here in the third. NBA trying to capitalize. Twisting, now back. 3-ball on the way. Too strong, long rebound. Wrestled away, grabbed by Felton. He'll reset back to Benson. Benson trying to work against Torrance. Now he has it again. Under 6 to play here in the third quarter. Here's Bean. Bean drives, contorts, gets the call, and count it. Marlo Bean with another 2, and he'll go to the line. And now the whistles are out for the Bees. They're going to get this one on Collier Bush. That's his third.
Yeah, it's been a couple of nice drives, able to draw some contact that time. And again, minimal contact at the basket, but you get the whistle, able to get the finish as well. Trying to complete the three-point play, and it's a one-possession game just like that.
Being able to convert as he makes the free throw. Bob, UCR stands for Upper Cumberland Reporter, so you just said Upper Cumberland Reporter. That doesn't make any sense either, buddy. We got to work on our grammar.
I love Goose.
Right side Maynard. Right side Cobb. Johnson, shot fake, gets fouled. Colton Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2. And this is the 4th on Keyshawn James.
He's tending to his newborn child and getting some love.
Goose is the GOAT.
He is.
When Goose is left, it's a bunch of broadcasts that's on this page right now. We need some pictures again. As Johnson misses the first, and Upperman's really struggling at the line, Jacob. And this game has tightened up, an 8-0 run out of the quarter break for NBA in less than 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, we saw East Nashville really struggle against the Lady Bees in the first game, and that's another miss by Colton Johnson and the Bees here at this one. And only up by these 2 points right now. You got to have them.
And right now the execs are playing with the momentum we saw Upperman play with as Bush slides in, and that's going to be a block, the 4th on Collier Bush. So foul trouble everywhere. 3 different players with 4 fouls as Lofton Crouch checks in for Bush. The execs will get a sub in as well. .5:28 to go. Upperman still has not scored in the frame. Memphis Business trying to capitalize. When you have a team go on a cold spell like this, you've got to score. Benson sends over right side Bean. Thought about it. Will trigger the 3 offline. No. Rebound down to Cobb. Ty wasting no time in transition. Cobb muscles off one man. Throws it up. No call. Johnson with the rebound. Now a whistle and a charge called on Colton Johnson. And Bobby McWilliams calls timeout, and he is not happy with the officials at all. It'll be a quick cash pawn timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll stick here.
I mean, if that is the same play down at the other end, it's a whistle 10 times out of 10.
No doubt.
How is that not a same whistle at the other end?
Great question. 5:02 to go in the third. NBA back in it, 35-33.
Just got to have some consistency here.
Consistency's great.
Shouldn't be that hard.
It'll be a rare, empty, early portion of the week here at UCR next week.
Livingston Academy will be in action.
There you go.
Monday and Tuesday. Greg Cantrell and myself will be on the call.
Oh, there we go. See, I lied. That's why it's good you're here, because I would have just said that and kept talking.
And then we'll have a show Wednesday, and then basketball games
Thursday,
Friday, Saturday.
People don't believe me. I literally text you and say, what am I doing tomorrow?
So we have something coming out every single day next week, actually.
Empty is relative.
Yeah.
You think I would know that. 4:56 to go in the third quarter. Outside, 3-ball on the way. That one pops out. No. Upperman maintains a narrow lead. A scoreless opening 3 minutes and 10 seconds of the quarter as Jack Torrance brings it ahead. Torrance underhand flips to Cobb. Cobb drives in and is fouled. They'll get this one on Tate. That's his first, team second. And Noble Tate called for the personal. Cobb to inbound from the baseline here. Surveys. Already had 1 5-second violation. Cobb fires over the top to Maynard. Maynard finds Cobb again. Cobb activates into the mid-range. Cobb is hit on his way up and is fouled. Ty Cobb to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. They'll get this one on McChristian, and that is his 4th. So now 3 different execs have 4. One B has 4. Another B has 3. People are going to foul out of this game tonight. Cobb at the line to shoot 2. And the Bees finally have a point in this quarter. It's now 22 tonight for Ty Cobb. And this is the sort of game, Jacob. We've talked about Upperman's gotten away from it against a team of this caliber for Upperman to win, Ty Cobb's going to have to put on the cape this evening.
Yeah. And he has so far. That's his first point here in the second half. That's their first point in general here in their second half.
Another missed free throw. Ty Cobb has missed 3 free throws tonight.
That doesn't happen.
36-33. Only 1 point in the quarter for the Bees. Pass left side, Butler. Now to the mid-range, room to operate. Left-hand floater won't go. Cobb wrestles the rebound, now goes behind the back. Cobb across the timeline here, spins away from the defender, keeps his footing somehow for now, dribbles all the way to the ground, and a foul is called.
What is this half-court official looking at?
Yeah, she's on a different planet.
She's standing all the way in the backcourt, too. Just
I believe,
straight up
2 free
not
throws.
paying attention.
It's crazy. Butler called for his first. Ty Cobb to the line to shoot 2. It's a great point.
Like, what are we doing?
There's like 4 fouls there.
She's standing in the backcourt. He's on the right wing. You have to be in the front court to be in position.
First one for Cobb is good. And you've seen the last 2 possessions. It's been Cobb dominating the basketball.
Yeah, it's going to have to be that way the rest of the way through. And for them to have a chance to close out this ball game, they're going to have to be really good defensively as well and clean some things up. And they got to knock down free throws. It's another miss at the line.
37-33. Opportunity for NBA. Nice tic-tac-toe out to the left wing. Baseline drive. Johnson cuts it off. No good. Then he gets the rebound. Johnson ahead to Maynard. Maynard surveys. Jumps over for Johnson. Johnson lowers the shoulder inside. Puts it up. Colton Johnson for 2 more.
How about that soft touch?
8 for Colton Johnson tonight. The Bees leads back to 6, and all of a sudden there's life here in the gym.
Finally got the offense going a little bit. They were able to get a couple of stops. Now you get the offense going on the other side.
Benson with it left wing side. Upperman shows a trap out of the zone.
As you say, you're changing it up defensively just a little bit.
Bean playing with 4 fouls here. He's going to have to be very careful. Upperman would love to get him out of the game as he's the leading scorer for the Execs. Pardon me, he's 1 point behind Hill, who really found his stride in the second quarter. Blocked. Ty Cobb with the swat. Knocks it out of play. Possession stays with NBA.
He blocked it a couple of times. Took it away with the left hand and then the right.
That's a double hit in volleyball. Totally legal in basketball. Stick around postgame. We'll have the Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store postgame show. We'll go through the scoring and have the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. It's up for grabs right now. If Upperman wins, though, it's going to be Ty Cobb. 3:18 to go in the third. I mean, maybe not, but Benson steps into a 3. Online, just couldn't go. Offensive rebound, the putback, foul, and 1. Wow, and that is a tech. Yep. Bean just fouled out of the game. That was silly. He converted the and 1. Cobb, who is now injured, twisted his ankle. Cobb called for his first personal, and Bean flexed over him and then stared him down and got a technical foul.
So,
Cobb came down awkwardly, and a foul was called.
Does he get to shoot this free throw?
I think he gets to shoot the free throw, and then he's gone. But more importantly for Upperman, Ty Cobb has twisted his ankle, and he's holding his left leg.
He's trying to stay on, and now
Reagan Lamb will come out and look at him. I think he fell down awkwardly on it. Bean, that's something you can't do to your team because it's an easy tech. He stood over, stomped, and flexed right in Cobb's face. It's a tech every time. It's his 5th foul. His day's going to be done. I don't know what the argument is from the official. I mean, from the coach. You can't do that.
Well,
it hurts your team.
Said, it's officiated a little bit differently out in West Tennessee than it is here.
Sure, but, I mean, that's going to be a tech every day of the week. And if you are NBA, as they're looking at Cobb and they want to go, but he has a right to be tended to. If you're NBA and you get to a state tournament, if you get thrown out of a state tournament game because you flex on a kid, you cost your team your season.
Your season's done.
And Finn Sissom is going to check in for Cobb, who is trying to walk it off. Not what anybody wants to see. So 1 free throw here. And that is Bean's final point of the game as he converts. It was definitely his 5th foul.
They only got 4 up on the board. So he's still out there.
Well, Jack Torrance is going to shoot 2. Maybe they have him as 4. As the first one for Torrance is good. Usually this will be Cobb shooting, but of course he's out of the game right now. They've taken him back into the locker room. It also changes everything about this basketball game with no Ty Cobb as Torrance goes 2 for 2. And right now is where they need Colton Johnson to step up in a major way, Jacob.
Well, finally, they're able to hit a couple of free throws there, and it looks like it is just going to be 4 fouls here on Bean. So that is big for NBA that he's able to stay in there, but silly way to pick up your 4th personal foul. You said it too. Colton Johnson is going to have to get the offense going here. You're going to have somebody to run the offense as well. So it's going to fall on your seniors here. And Jack Torrance, and then, well, Kyler Bush is on the bench right now with 4 fouls.
Maynard with it here. They also need Joseph Maynard to step up in a big spot here, the sophomore. What a feed from Crouch. A foul on the floor. As getting held was Johnson. Tate will pick up the personal, and this will be 2 free throws for Colton Johnson at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
Yeah, and both teams in the double bonus, and for the Bees, you have to take advantage here with 2:50 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Really been struggling at the line so far.
And then you're going to see a high emphasis on the defensive side of the ball for the Bees with no Ty Cobb. Another missed free throw. I don't keep track of misses, but it feels like maybe 8 or so far for Upperman.
Yeah.
Could be double digits. And another miss, 0 for 2. NBA with the basketball, down 5, but with new life. No Ty Cobb on the floor after twisting his ankle. Here's Bean, fires it over right side to Benson. Benson swings it over left side, Bean. Bean works off a screen. Into the mid-range, throws up the shot, flop, no. Rebound down to Johnson. Now intercepted, Bean right there, blocked from behind by Johnson. Crouch comes away with it. Fires it ahead to Maynard. Johnson with it. Maynard. Right side, Crouch. Maynard with it here. Inside Johnson. Turnaround shot, no, but a foul. Tate into the body. 2 more for Colton Johnson, and he'll be looking to get it rolling at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
You know, I called a game with Coach Frank Harrell today, and he made a really good comment. He goes, you know, it's a really good thing they don't call 3 seconds anymore.
We did see it called in the girls' game earlier.
Well, Tennessee Tech had 2 guys in the paint in the men's game.
For an hour and a half.
And just camped out. And then that time Johnson, I don't know if he was in there for 3 seconds, but he was in there for a little while. And he was able to get it deep, but he misses again on that first free throw. He just have to be able to make some free throws and able to get that second at least.
Finally gets one, breaks the streak. 9 tonight for Colton Johnson. Upperman's lead is 6, but again, no Ty Cobb. He is still in the locker room. Bean left side. 1:50 to go. He sends back to Benson. Benson drives inside, throws up the left-hand runner, no. Rebound, nice board. Putback won't go. 3rd chance on its way, and there's a foul. I think this is going to go on Finn Sissom. It'll be his 3rd. 2 free throws upcoming here. Striding to the line, it's big 33, and Noble Tate. Both teams are way in the bonus. And this game immediately changes, Jacob. If Ty Cobb does not return to being, if they could win it, probably the best win of the season if Upperman could find a way in this one.
I mean, he checked out with, 24 points, something like that, whenever he came out of the
23.
game. So it's obviously leading them in scoring. Now NBA with a chance to make free throws, cannot connect on the first.
Missed free throw for Tate. He has it again. 0 for 2. Both teams struggling at the stripe. Johnson picks up his dribble, needs an outlet, finds one in Jack Torrance. Pressure ratcheting up here for NBA on the road. Torrance turns, now sends over to Crouch. That's a reach. Crouch works around it. Another sophomore, Crouch. Back to Torrance. Torrance to Crouch. Stepping to him is Bean with 4 fouls. He has to be very careful. Now a tie-up and a foul. Owen's going to be called for the second. 2 free throws upcoming here for Lofton Crouch at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
Yeah, big ones here for Crouch. Good job handling the basketball, taking care of the basketball late here in this 3rd quarter, and going to have to take advantage here at the line now.
This is where your depth gets tested if you're the Bees. Crouch, sophomore, he's had a good start to his season, been in and out minutes-wise, but he hits the first free throw. First points tonight for him. Clutch. 2 for 2 for Lofton Crouch. Bees back in front by 8. with 1:08 to go in the third quarter. They've stretched their lead by 3 without Cobb on the floor. And now a foul as Maynard tried to push through a screen. That's going to be the 4th on Maynard. Here's the other thing, Jacob. Without Cobb, Maynard picks up his 3rd.
Yeah,
Bush has 4. Sism has 3.
Yeah, that depth is really going to be put to the test.
First free throw, no good. This time it's Jermaine Owens with an opportunity.
It looked like Coach McWilliams and Coach Asbury there on the sideline just got the update from Dana McWilliams, who was back in the locker room checking on Ty.
Well, you know, if he can play, he's going to play.
Right.
But you have 5 days away, and then you have a tournament, which in the grand scheme of things means absolutely nothing. You are not going to put your superstar at any sort of risk for this game tonight.
Sure.
It's just not going to happen. Now, if he can go, then he'll go, but they're not going to risk him. Torrance sends over to Crouch. It is simply not worth winning this game to put Ty Cobb at risk. Torrance, top of the circle, picks up his dribble, finds Colton Johnson, one-on-one. Johnson inside, clears out, nice block, gets it back though, turn around, and the foul. Another one on Tate. This is his 4th personal. 2 free throws for Colton Johnson at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
We said it, he's going to have to be big inside, very physical inside there for Colton. Now.
Sorry for that quick bunch in and out as the audio started popping, so we had to fix it. Colton Johnson at the line to shoot 2. First one is good. Hey, Bob, you're an idiot and you're going to get blocked. First one, Johnson, is good. And that's literally from me, just so you know, you are stupid. Johnson's next one. The thoughts represented by this particular headset on this broadcast do reflect the thoughts of this page. Next one. No good for Johnson. Offensive rebound for Lofton Crouch. Crouch with 4 defenders around him, fires a tip pass. Ty Cobb comes flying out of the locker room, and Ty Cobb is going to the table, but it will be after free throws because a foul was called. There have been 82 fouls called in this half. This one goes on Drayton Allen. That's his first.
It's maybe the longest third quarter of all time.
Ty Cobb at the table.
He's still limping, still favoring that ankle, but he's going to come back in. We'll see how effective he can be on the bum ankle.
Opportunity at the line for Marlo Bean. First one, no good. I mean, neither team can buy one right now from the stripe as Cobb checks in for Finn Sism. And they probably need to give him a new shoe size, too, because he is taped up on that left leg. But a big boost for Upperman to get him back in. Second one good for Bean. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 in the quarter for Bean. Upperman's lead is 7. Here's Cobb.
He's playing on one leg.
He is playing on one leg. He turns away, fires it over to Crouch. It's punched away from him. It was tipped.
Oh, my gosh.
And they gave it to NBA. She guessed.
She had no clue.
She guessed.
She had absolutely no clue.
She completely guessed. 12 seconds left.
She guessed
here.
wrong.
Benson going to drive inside. Dumps off. Now a kick. Trying to drive inside and another foul. See who this one goes on. Lofton Crouch called for his 3rd. This may be a battle of who brought more players. 2 free throws coming for Jermaine Owens with 5.4 to go. It's been about the most difficult quarter of basketball to watch all year. Free throw no good.
Pretty rough.
Just missed free throws, fouls everywhere. Tough to watch.
Hadn't been good basketball.
Second one good for Owens. Now Cobb will have an opportunity potentially. Allen has it, 4 seconds. They got to go. I'm not sure if he realizes. 2 seconds. Allen has it poked away from him, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. 6-point game with 1 frame to go here in Baxter. 45-39. This is Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future. It's what we do. Mayberry's Furniture has been family-owned and operated since 1946 and is now serving the Upper Cumberland with locations in both Crossville and Cookville, offering the largest array of solid wood furniture and mattresses in the area. They also provide a best price guarantee and in-house service and delivery. Stop into their 15,000 square foot showroom at 1020 South Willow Avenue in Cookville to see their selection of Amish solid wood, flex steel, Tempur-Pedic, Sealy Posturepedic, and much more today. Mayberry's Furniture is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the high school football game of the week on the UCO.
Upperman leads 45-39 here over Memphis Business as NBA basketballs are back underway. Noah McKay, it's Jacob Benson. Happy to be along with you tonight from the Hive in Baxter. Last time we'll be here for several weeks. Going to Orlando, then the Lady Bees in Greenville. The Bees are in Bristol. Two great tournaments there. Pass over left side, now into the corner. Ty Cobb is playing despite twisting his ankle and missing several minutes. Nice underhand feed, and the right-hand lay is good. Javante Felton with the finish, back to a 4-point game. Cobb, can he put on the cape with that bum ankle? Hand off to him. He'll try. Drives inside. Ty Cobb, good. Counted in the foul. One ankle doesn't matter. Ty Cobb with an opportunity for the and one.
I mean, you can see it. He is completely favoring the one side. And
hey, when you go to Disney, you can get a wheelchair. All you got to do is go to the front. They can wheel them around the parks for 3 days. Get the e-step machine on that thing, and then he'll be ready to go. Cobb at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. See who they got that foul on. As the first one, or another missed free throw. Both ways, nobody could buy one at the line. Now here's a drive inside. Torrance tries to body him up. Underneath, nice finish from Larry Benson.
Yeah, heck of a take there. And again, no matter how this game has gone, it's just a 4-point game. It really is anybody's game at this point. Still with 7 minutes to go in the contest.
It ought to be a good one. It has taken a different route, but it has been a good one. Cobb right wing side, just smacks the hand of the defender off of him into the low block. Colton Johnson, way too big, but too strong. No good. Rebound down to NBA. Upperman's missing bunnies. Can the execs capitalize? Little hezzy, now a drive, right hand lace, but all the way around and out, no good. Cobb somehow got above the rim on one ankle. Wow, and came away with a rebound. Here's Johnson, back to Torrance. Torrance picks up into the corner. Cobb barrels into the defender. Steps, now fires a pass tip to Johnson. You can see he doesn't have that explosiveness off the step. Here's Cobb, again, top of the circle. Spins it over to Torrance. Now into Johnson. Johnson, another flop, just turns around, puts it up and a foul. Colton Johnson to the line to shoot two. It's just too, you can't flop that quick. It's happened all night. You're not going to get that call.
Coach Mitchell sent you a great text.
Yes, and I would tell Coach Mitchell that was a flop. Felton commits the personal. That's the second team foul. The third quarter took an hour and 45 minutes.
It really did.
Another missed free throw. It's way over double digits.
Yeah.
Johnson again. Takes a deep breath and gets the roll.
Snuck it over.
11 for Colton Johnson. He probably has a double-double tonight. 48-43 the score. Here's Benson. Spins it over left side. Upperman back in their zone. Back to Benson. Into the corner. Little head fake for Hill. Hill exploded in the second quarter. Hadn't done anything really since. As that shot's no good. And another rebound for Colton Johnson. Pressure backs off for now as Cobb can barely put any weight on his left leg. Tosses it ahead to Johnson. Back to Cobb. Top of the circle. Little hezzy. Now sends out to Maynard. Back to Cobb. He's wide open. Triggers the three. No good off front iron. Opportunity for the execs. With a lot of speed, here's Benson. Throws up the left-hand lay. Where was the contact, Jacob?
I'm super interested to see what they call this on.
They
do
call it on
Maynard, which even then
That is his 4th personal, team's first. 2 free throws upcoming here for Benson. Collier Bush has not played very much in the second half. And Ben Sissom he has a bloody nose, so he's going off the floor. Collier Bush is going to check in here for him. I imagine Maynard will check out potentially for Crouch, and that's exactly what will happen. Big opportunity for 2 free throws here, and another miss. This is Benson's opportunity.
Both teams have had an opportunity to extend the lead or get back into it, and neither one have taken advantage.
I mean, both teams will look at the stat sheet and say, you didn't deserve to win the game. You can't shoot the percentage at the free throw line these two teams have and expect to win. But because they're both shooting poorly, they both have a chance. As Benson does make the second. Back to a 4-point game. They have not cut it beneath 4 in the second half. Upperman's led by as many as 10. Cobb has it. Cobb works around a Johnson screen. He's being held the whole way. No call. The stuff they are calling and then the stuff they're not is amazing.
Right.
Crouch. Spins a couple of times. Needs an outlet. Finds Cobb cutting to the basket. Cobb. Oh, my goodness. What a flip to Johnson, who's fouled. That time was a hit on the arm. Colton Johnson to the line to shoot 2 more. Trying to get it rolling there from the charity stripe. They get this one on 5. That's Kendrick Hill, his second.
Oh, and that's
or
why,
third, rather.
Even with a bum ankle, that's why he's still out there.
They called that on the wrong person. They called it on McChristian, and that is his 5th. Wow. No, they did call it on Hill, and that is his 5th. No clue. So, Kendrick Hill is fouled out of the game as Colton Johnson hits the first 12 tonight. Ignore my foul count, ladies and gentlemen. I got nothing.
There's been so many called. We're
both
not sure.
ways. I mean, that's the truth. Johnson's next one. A 2-for-2 trip for the Upperman Bees at the line. Finn says I'm out of the locker room after getting a little bit bloody nose.
Big couple of free throws, too. Put you up by 6 points, a full 2 possessions.
So Hill's day is done. Into the corner. McChristian, extra feed. 3-ball won't go. Offensive rebound, getting after it. Second chance point is good for Javante Felton. Now quickly ahead, here's Colton Johnson. Johnson, Euros inside, contact, and a charge.
Wow, he took a hard fall, too.
Yeah, that was a brutal fall. McChristian and Johnson met in the C gap, and they call a charge on Colton Johnson.
Certainly contact there that time.
No doubt.
Holy cow.
3rd personal on Johnson.
Fortunately, I think it was on his elbow and not his head.
Yeah, I think you're right. 4:38 to go. NBA with a chance, now down 4 with a basketball. Pass over McChristian. Off the dribble, 3. My goodness, what a shot. Larry Benson splashed it home, and a timeout call by Memphis Business. 50-49, Upperman's lead cut down to just 1. A quick cash pawn, timeout on the floor, and we will stay here. It's a 30-second timeout called. Jacob Ty Cobb clearly not at 100%. Upperman's got to find some offense from somewhere else.
Yeah, and as I was kind of trying to make the point of, even with Ty Cobb out there with the bum ankle, he is still out there because he draws so much attention from the defense. So he can still facilitate the basketball, and we have seen that. He's trying to drive it inside, and then he dumps it off at the last second when 2 defenders come to him. And so he's still able to make some things happen. Then you got to cash in on that side. Defensively is where it might hurt you a little bit because he doesn't have that explosiveness. He's not able to get as many deflections and then push it out in transition. And so they're going to have to be really good defensively outside of it.
Cobb twisted his ankle in the third quarter, missed about 4 minutes, came back in, but clearly hobbled. He's got tape on that ankle. Out of the timeout, Colton Johnson has it, and they're using him to break the press into the half court. Johnson jumps it back over to Bush. Now Torrance. 1-point lead, Upperman with the basketball. Here's Cobb. Fires it ahead to Johnson. Johnson spins. Surveys, now floats back. And that's a foul. And that's a foul too. Torrance. We'll call something ticky-tack here in a moment. Bush works right side. Now in left side dribble. Back to Torrance. Over to Johnson. Good defense here by NBA.
Well, this is what Upperman did against Lawson a lot. Just very patient, very methodical offense, moving the ball around and trying to find an easy shot, kind of lull the defense to sleep. It's kind of what Pickett County does as well, just a different style.
Cobb has a mismatch in a low block, and he's fouled. Wrapped up by Larry Benson. That'll be the personal on him. I almost thought they were in the bonus already. Not yet. There's been a lot of fouls in the second half. That is the first on Benson. Credit to him, somehow being one of the only players to play a lot who hasn't fouled. Cobb to inbound, just floats it to Johnson. Johnson clears out, turnaround, tough look, won't go. Opportunity for NBA to take the lead here on the road. Here comes Benson. Steps into the three, just hit one. That one won't go. Torrance with a box out. Who's the foul on? Is it on Torrance or is it on Felton? I think it's on Torrance. I'm with you. It is on Jack Torrance. It'll be his first. And the B faithful are not happy about it at all.
Well, what happened is he jumps up, and then Torrance gets underneath him after he jumps up. So that's why he gets called for the foul. So it wasn't a clean box out.
She has just not built up any equity with this crowd by her calls tonight. That's the reality.
Yeah.
She's not going to get the benefit of the doubt from anybody in this gym. Baseline
it might
inbound.
be her first right call tonight.
I'm with you. 3.5. That was the correct call for my money. Bean with it. Floats back. 3:23 to go. 50-49. Bean sends over left side Benson. Now he'll bounce to Felton. Back to Benson. NBA looking for the strike. Benson drives into Maynard, picks him up. In the corner, trap, nice feed. Finds the target, big contact, and a charge. Ty Cobb took the charge, and we're going the other way. Butler called for the personal.
Now, that's a really good job by Cobb. He was lined up underneath the basket the whole time. I'm not sure what NBA was.
Yeah, that's a charge.
He was
and
there
Upperman
for about full 3 seconds.
Wasn't ready for that inbound, but Bush able to bring it in. 3 minutes to go. Upperman's lead is 1. That's why you schedule this game. Come down to the wire. Bush loses handle. It's not a carry. Now he crosses over. He needs an outlet. Diving on the floor. It's about to be 10 seconds. Maynard and a timeout. Bobby McWilliams sprinting onto the floor. Timeout called.
It's because she's not paying attention
He was looking right at her, and 3 coaches had to run at her before she finally recognized to make the call. 50-49. A quick cash pawn. Timeout on the floor. 2:48 to go in the ball game.
What is she doing out there?
Collecting a check.
Literally.
That's
all she's doing.
It's crazy. 2:48 to go in the ball game. 50-49.
Well, and then NBA's upset too because they thought it should have been a 10-second.
And they may have an
violation,
argument, but Upperman was calling for a timeout first.
Exactly. And so it's both sides are getting upset, and has not been a well officiated game by any means.
Combined, let's see.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, it's a ton of fouls called. We got to be rapidly approaching 50. 2:48 to go here. Upperman basketball leading by 1. NBA has not led in this game. They're trying to lead with 0 seconds to go. Yes. Butler just blew in Cobb's ear, Lance Stevenson
He did
style.
it for the whole time up the court there too.
Cobb just shrugs him off the whole way down the floor, puts it up, and Ty Cobb's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Butler just rode him all the way down the floor. It'll be his 3rd, and Cobb goes to the line to shoot 2. That was straight Lance Stevenson right into the ear.
He's literally staring at him the whole time and then blows in his ear.
Can Upperman make a free throw?
Nope.
Ty Cobb's a 90% free throw shooter.
Legit.
And shooting probably 30% from the line tonight. He missed them both. Neither team can be mad if they lose this game, Jacob, when you miss the amount of free throws that you have. Wow. Benson. Passes right side, Bean. Back to Benson, top of the circle. Back to Bean. NBA trying to get a point here. Tie the game with 1, take the lead with 2 or 3. Upperman content to let him drain the clock a little bit. Benson has it. Screener steps, now they'll bounce it over left side. Butler back to Benson. Again, no Kendrick Hill, he's fouled out of the game. Amazingly, the only player so far to foul out. Here's Bean. Bounces it to Felton. Now left side, Butler. Spins it over to Bean. Now Benson has it. Time wasting away here. Now Benson. Upperman going to let him hold. They've got the lead. Now right side Bean. That could change with one shot, though. Free throw line, now an outlet feed to the wing. Butler. Back to Benson. Well over a minute gone on this possession.
Bees only have 3 team fouls. They still have a foul to give here. So they're perfectly content with running this clock down.
Pass over right side, Bean.
That's a good play call. Indiana.
They're calling that closely guarded. It's almost 5 seconds and a timeout, recognizing it. Smart job there by NBA to know that that was coming. He is not happy. 1:10 to go in the ball game. Upperman leads 50-49. Full timeout on the floor. It's a quick cash pawn. Timeout.
And I've got Jack Torrance. He's a little bit slow coming down the floor. He's kind of trying to stretch out the back of his legs a little bit as well. So everybody getting a little bit tired here at the end of this one with 1:10 to play. But as I said, for the Bees, only 3 team fouls for them, surprisingly, with 1:10 remaining here in the ball game. So they still have a foul to give late in this one.
SK Creations scoreboard. The White County Warriorettes improved to 9-0 on this season. They beat Hillsboro 63-47 tonight. Earlier this afternoon, I should say. Over on the boys' side, the Warriors were also victorious tonight. The White County Warriors look good to start
playing
this
some good
season.
basketball.
They are playing some very good basketball, and they get it done tonight on their home floor as well.
7 AAA on both sides.
How about Cumberland County?
It's going to be so much fun.
Year 2 of Christian Goodwin. They've looked good so far. 1:10 to go in the ball game. It's Memphis Business basketball here. Sideline inbound coming. Upperman's got to get ready to go on defense. Trying to get into the backcourt. At the last moment, they do get it in. Here's Marlo Bean. Bean fires it, nearly intercepted. Now numbers. Cobb took a dive, and a foul will be called. This is the last one Upperman had to give with 58.2 seconds to go. Goes on Jack Torrance. It's his second. Baseline inbound coming here for the execs. Survey. Pass tipped into the air by Cobb, and he saves it inbounds. Steal for Mr. Basketball. Torrance back to Cobb, 53 seconds. Can Upperman protect it and make free throws? It's Cobb's opportunity. He is playing injured as Benson commits the foul. Cobb very slow to get up. That left ankle, he can barely put any weight on it, and he's going to go to the line to try and convert 2 and stretch this back to a 3-point lead.
That's an unbelievably big play that he just made down in the corner. To deflect it up in the air, keep it in bounds, and take the steal. I mean, NBA's, they just needed a bucket. They just needed to get fouled, and they were going to be at the line for a chance to tie or take the lead, and able to get the steal, and now you've got a chance to extend the lead.
And he is gutting it out, and he missed again.
Yeah, I'm dealing with all kinds of pain, like you said.
He has the excuse. The missed free throws as a team have been out of control in this game for Upperman. They have shot more free throws than they may have ever shot as a team, but only have 50 points to show for it.
Need this one.
They get it. Nothing but net on the second for Cobb. He has 26 tonight. 2-point game. A 3 could deliver a victory for the execs here on the road. Here's Benson. Drives inside. Bush stands him up. That is a travel. Took an extra step. No good.
Whoa,
and they called a foul on the shot.
Whoa.
A travel went uncalled. Nobody came close to touching the shooter. And the garbage officiating tonight in Baxter continues.
What in the world?
That's horrific. We just got a replay. That is horrific.
I mean,
unacceptably horrific.
Multiple times tonight where they've been untouched and gotten a foul call. That one, there was nobody within a couple of feet.
That is atrocious by that official.
Holy
disgraceful call. 2 free throws upcoming here for the execs to try and tie the game. That is nonsense. Collier Bush just fouled out as well. First free throw, no good. I'm sorry. That's absurd.
That was so bad.
Clearly a travel, and then clearly no contact.
It wasn't even close.
Second one is good for Benson. It's a 1-point game. Cobb has it. They've got to protect it and make free throws. Cobb shrugging off the defender Butler. There's the foul. Butler commits his fourth. Ty Cobb to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line, and now the sarcastic cheer from the Baxter faithful here in attendance.
Well, you got to have two of them. And I understand how hard that's going to be for Cobb now at the line. He's just dealing with a lot of pain right now, but.
Hey, Bob, since you disagree, I know I'm right. We've already established. First one for Cobb. He missed it. Another miss popped out. I mean, it may be 20 free throws missed.
It's a lot.
This one is very important for the Bees because there's probably going to be free throws on the other end as Cobb connects. 1 for 2 again. 52-50. Here's Benson. Fires over left side. Back to it. Benson. Cobb steps out. 23 seconds. 2-point game. Here's Felton now. Back to Benson. He can certainly shoot it from long range. Benson drives into Crouch, who bodies him up. And there will be a foul called. They're going to call Lofton Crouch for the foul. 2 free throws coming here for Larry Benson. Just went 1 for 2. No, they called it on Ty Cobb. Why not? So now to try and tie the game, Benson at the line with 16 seconds to go. First one. He missed it. First team to make 2 free throws wins the game.
Literally.
That's literally what this is. First team to make 2 free throws wins the basketball game. Next one for Benson. He hits. Splits back to a 1-point game. Cobb awaits. Now spinning away from the defense. Cobb trying to hold, and another foul called. I don't think that was a foul either, to be fair. Benson picks up his third. Ty Cobb to the line. Can he hit 2 with 9.5 to go? Now is the time. You have to hit them both if you're Mr. Basketball.
If you hit 2, then you can foul them and put them at the line for 2 shots and not even give them a chance to tie the game with a 3.
First one for Cobb. He missed it. Now NBA will have a chance to win this at the buzzer. The question is, will they need a 3 or a 2? Next one for Cobb. Just give him the ball.
Seriously, what are we doing?
Give him the ball. Let's go. Next one is good. Splits again. Timeout on the floor here. A quick cash pawn timeout. So now if you're NBA, Jacob, you're 3.5 hours away from home. You're down 2 against the defending state champ. Is the play drawn up here for a 3 or a 2?
No, 100%. You're taking it to the basket. You've gotten the whistle every single time, even when there hadn't been any contact. So you're just taking it to the basket, taking it strong to the basket. If you can get it to go and you can tie it up, you're probably going to get a whistle and be put at the line. So, and for Upperman, you got to not let them have that driving lane and that opportunity to take it to the basket. So I think if you're NBA, you've got the speed, you've got the athleticism. Use that to your advantage. Get to the basket. Make the officials make a call because obviously they're pretty content with blowing the whistle tonight.
Have a chance at an in one.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're able to get it going downhill, and for the Bees, conversely, you got to cut them off. You got to cut off the driving lanes and not let them get rolling downhill.
In a game like this, you might as well intentionally foul them up too, because nobody's making free throws in this game.
It crossed my mind, and I'm not even kidding.
9.5 to go. NBA with a chance here on the road, trying to knock off Upperman. The free throw shooting and fouls have been the story of this game. Bob, you'll be all right, buddy. I mean, you're dumb, but you'll be all right. Baseline inbound coming here. Butler. Fires it in. Bean has it. Bean accelerates. Hesitates, now drives on Cobb. Puts it up, blocked. Ty Cobb sends it out of here. 2.4 to go. Reminder, the clock on the screen is not official. It is not official. It is not synced to the clock here in the gym, as a timeout will be called here by NBA. Ty Cobb on one ankle with the block.
Yeah, he's found kind of that second wind, if you will, and that's a great job. He's able to absorb some of the contact. It keeps the separation and able to block it away up top as well. Tremendous defensive play. Like you said, just playing on one leg and still able to make the defensive play.
We talked about this last night before the Lady Bees buzzer beater. An advantage here for NBA that this is a baseline inbound. You can get something going downhill towards the basket with 2.4 to go.
Yeah, if you can set a screen up by the elbow, something like that, you're going to have to be really, really good. If Upperman, you're either going to have to read it well or you're going to have to fight through it. And so we'll see what they're able to do coming out of the timeout. And that's why Coach McWilliams using this timeout here to be really smart defensively and be able to use it to their advantage.
A quick cash pawn timeout on the floor. 2.4 seconds to go. Baseline inbound. Felton will throw it in. NBA, a 3 to win, a 2 to send us to overtime. Had a lot of overtime this week on UCR. Felton with the baseline. Fires it inside, shot no good, but they'll call a foul. Spinning around, McChristian to the line to shoot 2. They call Joseph Maynard. That is his 5th. And now with 1.3, can Rodney McChristian III get his first points of the night as he goes to the line to shoot 2. Finn Sissom will check in. Upperman would have a chance at a shot on 2 makes anyway. A miss, then it's a fight for a rebound. No timeout. Ty Cobb just asked, and his coach just said no. 2 free throws up coming for Rodney McChristian III. He takes a deep breath, flies away, and missed.
Well, now you got to miss this one.
You have to miss it on purpose as they need a rebounder in, and they will get one in the form of Benson. Watch out for whistles here as well. 1.3 to go. Give him the ball. McChristian to shoot 1. Upperman still leads. He does miss on purpose, but he crossed early. It's a lane violation. Possession the other way. It was a good thought, and they had a chance. They'll reset the clock. Coach just ran onto the floor. They do need to reset it. They do to 1.3. They already got it. And now all Upperman does is inbound the basketball, and they get to win this game. It may take another free throw or 2. What are we doing now?
What is happening?
And now the NBA coach is calling over Jimmy Maynard. Come on. This is ridiculous. You know what's a shame, Jacob? These are 2 really good teams, and now all this other stuff has spun up all night. And listen, NBA doesn't know anything. We do. This is a great high school. This is a great high school with a really good community around it, and I don't like any of this. I don't. And Matt Wilson with a good call. Please represent yourself in a positive, sportsmanlike manner. That's exactly what needs to happen here, and everybody just needs to go home after a good basketball game.
Just really interested to see what comes out of this.
Well, what's about to come out of it is an Upperman B victory, Jacob. Oh, and now the coaches are chirping him. This is a great idea.
What is happening? Did a coach just flip off the fans?
Probably.
Pretty sure that's
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what just happened. Well, it's Upperman basketball with 1.3 seconds to go.
And the coach is standing on the floor and being allowed to stand on the floor. Literally just throw it down the floor.
Literally, get an inbound in clean here.
Somebody just needs to run down the floor.
Correct. Cobb gets open, 1.3, dribbles around, buzzer sounds. They're going to put, no, just end it. Just end it. You've got to read the room. The game has to end right now. And I think that's what Memphis Business is saying as well. End the game, and it will do it. Upperman wins.
Yeah.
Final score, Bees 53, Memphis Business 51. Thank you and good night, Jacob. The Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store postgame show. Upperman wins the game. Let's just move on.
Yep. 53-51, able to get out of here with a victory, and that's all that's going to matter at the end of it. They put a W in the win column. Ty Cobb guts out a gutsy effort in this one, able to get the win, and an interesting one, to say the least, in this one. Finishes with 28 points as well. That's really impressive.
28 points for Ty Cobb, 12 for Colton Johnson, 4 for Joseph Maynard and Jack Torrance, 2 for Lofton Crouch, and 1 apiece for Collier Bush and Finn Sissom for a team total of 53. The Bees win their 6th consecutive game, Jacob, and they're rolling right now on the road, heading all the way to the Sunshine State of Florida. They'll enjoy a few days away. Ty Cobb will ice that ankle.
Yeah.
And despite the chaos at the end, we mentioned earlier, 2 good teams didn't have to play each other. They do. Yeah. And that will go down as one of the better wins of the season for the Upperman Bees, especially 100%. Considering the lack of Ty Cobb production that they were able to get with the twisted ankle.
That and just the way the game was officiated, really both sides. There were so many fouls called on both sides. It was so tough for either side to get into a rhythm offensively and really get into the flow of the basketball game, and they're able to gut this one out. It just happened to work out that Upperman was up early on, and they were able to hold on to that lead and keep it as it went on. So a really nice win for the Upperman Bees here in this one.
Why is the coach chirping the student section? Holy smokes.
Everyone just needs to leave.
Clear the floor. Let's go home. That's it. Everybody.
Ty Cobb's your Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Our longest-running all-inclusive sponsor, Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing. NBA, good basketball team. Came on the road. Fun game today when the game was actually being played. Upperman gets it done, 53-51. Next up for them, Thursday, in action in the Umatilla Elks Christmas tournament.
Somebody from Upper Cumberland has played them. I got to go find it.
Upperman did 2 years ago at Umatilla, Florida.
I've seen that on some of my prep already somewhere.
Anyway, Monday and Tuesday, Jacob Vincent, what we got?
Livingston Academy is playing somebody. They get Watertown Monday, and then DeKalb County on the road on Tuesday. We'll have the UCR basketball show Wednesday, and then all kinds of games on Thursday all over the place down in Florida. And then we'll have basketball in Knoxville on Friday and Saturday as well, and down in Florida.
Fun week upcoming.
Yes.
Basketball show 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. It will be remote.
Yeah.
Presented by Fire
yes,
and Vine.
It will.
It will be remote, but we'll be there for it. Lady Bees get a big win earlier on tonight against East Nashville. The Bees round out the night with a dramatic victory over Memphis Business Academy. Thanks for joining us here today in the broadcast for a couple of fun games. I'm Noah McKay. It's Jacob Vincent. How about a shout-out to Madison? Getting everything ready to go, getting the stream.
You guys wouldn't have been able to watch Upperman against East Nashville if it weren't for her.
No, you would not. So she came through clutch as she always does. I'm going to go someplace much warmer. Until we talk to you all again, keep your eyes on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for the latest coverage of high school sports throughout the area. That'll do it for us. Saying so long from Baxter.